everything I do it big. Yeah. Assuming that's nothing. When I pull up to the block, that's stunting. You see me in the way thing, backing you up, backing you up, backing you up, backing you up. Yeah, get some music going. Ugh. Already off to a good start. The chat. Frame streaming equals good stream. Damn straight! Alright, let's set the shit up. Ugh. Okay. And that's fine. Where the hell is everyone? Yeah, it's a bit of a slow start today, you know. Which is weird, because usually this would be normal. Like, before, like, this year. What's up, Galactic? What's up, Bradley? What's up, Julian? Ugh. What's up, Allie? Yeah, we in this bitch. We in this bitch. We out here. So, you guys already know why we're here, because, well, the title gives it away. And the voices in this song are like throwing me off, like what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna lower the volume a bit. But, yeah. So, if you know about the game Cyberpunk 2077, it's basically a game set in 2077. I don't even know that much about the game. I saw trailers before, but I need to like fully like engulf myself into this. So they're doing what's called Night City Y, which is like some form of revealing shit basically. And yeah, it's a 25-minute presentation that starts in about 50 minutes. I tried some of those things you recommended for you. What did I recommend for you? But yeah, there's a 25-minute presentation, and it will include a new trailer, a new look at gameplay, and an interview with developers about the in-game brain dance augmented reality feature, and it'll be the first episode in ongoing series. Beats. Oh yeah, the beats. Oh, I forgot. Different avatars and whatnot. Still can't believe to actually got me. Yeah, you must have hurt his feelings. We got a little preview here. Oh, just 2 seconds. Yeah, so we're gonna be watching that. But the reason why I went live almost an hour early is because there's a few other things they dropped that, you know, it's worth checking out. They got this deep dive video, which is 14 minutes. And they got this 48-minute gameplay walkthrough, which I should have gone live earlier if I wanted to watch the whole thing. But, you know, me and time, right? And IGN have got a little 6-minute recap as well. So I guess we can check that out, you know. But, yeah. We in this bitch. It's going to be a nice chill stream as I just finish shouting. But we in this bitch. Oh yeah, also I've been souping up the stream a little bit, you know what I mean? So, you know how I usually do that thing in my videos where I just kind of like, you know, black out and then come back. So I can do that on the stream now. So if I'm saying something and then it gets into something that's a little bit, you know, awkward, and I just want to like, you know, black out the whole thing. Whoops, hold on. Yeah, then it blacks out everything and the sound stops. And then when I'm done saying awkward shit, then I can go back to the main event. You know what I mean? We up in the stream quality in this bitch. You know what I mean? I got one other thing too. This one is for the people that join the Ram Gang Elite, which is basically just YouTube memberships. I know it's a corny name I came up with, but yeah, I was gonna use the Ram Gang logo, but I decided to go with this for now. If you guys make a big deal out of it, I'll put the Ram Gang logo there instead. But this is what it is right now. It's a test one. Okay. So if you keep bringing that up, then I'll change it to the Rengang logo, so that people don't, you know, make a big fuss about he who must not be named. Okay, so just a heads up, you know. We'll leave it like that for now. We'll see, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at right now. A lot of people are streaming this event. Just checking YouTube right now. Yeah, a lot of people streaming this. Rengang logo will be. Yeah, but they want you to use GIFs or GIFs or whatever. Because it was just a static image, I didn't really feel like it would be as hype. I don't know. I might get some kind of animated Rengang logo. Once I get something like GIFed out, then maybe I'll switch it to that at some point. But yeah, that's what it is for now. You're not even gonna see it much anyway, so it's not gonna matter. But you know, eventually I'll probably change it. I just wanted something quick to get it going because I just got the membership features. I'm like, let me put something on there because I hadn't set it up before. And obviously you guys know about the donation one, so I have to play that. But yeah, let's get into this. So the main event is obviously going to be on Twitch. We've got a little countdown here right now, so you know when it's going to start. But we're going to go, depending on which one you want. We can go straight for the 48-minute walkthrough and just scrap these two. Or we can go for the small ones and then go for as much of the 48 minutes that we can before the main one starts. So whatever you guys are feeling is whatever we can do. You know, do you want to just, you know, we've got about 47 minutes left. You want us to quickly speed through this, put the speed on slightly higher, or do you want us to watch the small ones and then a little bit of this? You know, see what the chat is saying, innit? Alright, chat's not saying anything. Okay, I'll make a decision. I'll go for the IGN one because it's short. I'll start with the IGN one. Ugh.
In the 7 years since it was first announced, Cyberpunk 2077 has generated a monumental amount of hype, in part by looking...
Oh, I hate IGN so much. Let's go to the deep dive.
Hey V, you alright?
Let's do this.
The deep dive should give us the main info anyway. Work in progress does not represent final look of the game.
Okay. What now? Johnny?
What's up, Ali Reza? CD Projekt Red presents. Ugh. Where are we? So we've got some story options. We can see that.
Our BBS, Data Fortress.
Wait, hold on one sec, guys. 1 second. Alright. Had to handle some business. Let's get back to the deep dive.
To the deep net.
Beyond there are no borders. This environment's really interesting.
Beyond the black wall.
Alright.
Welcome to the Cyberpunk 2077 2019 deep dive video. In last year's gameplay reveal, we
How's
showed
the
you a
volume
vision
levels?
for the world of Cyberpunk 2077, its quests, and visual design. This year, we'd like to give you a peek at some of the playstyles you'll be able to adopt as your character progresses through the story.
So when it says your character, I'm guessing you create your own character. I think they announced that already, but it's been a while. My memory's a bit, you know.
You're about to see sequences embodying two distinct approaches to playing Cyberpunk. We'll show you a strong solo build, that is, a character who focuses on employing blunt force and taking instant action.
So they got a first-person mode.
A playstyle taking frequent advantage of stealth tactics, hacking, and battlefield control achieved using malicious software.
Yeah, fuck the hacking. We're gonna go brutal. We're gonna just murder niggas.
You'll learn more about Pacifica, one of the game's districts, two gangs, the Animals and the Voodoo Boys, and you'll see glimpses of Johnny Silverhand, the digital construct who haunts our main character, V. A word of caution. Given that the video
The footage was edited to contain as few spoilers as possible. However, be aware that the presented gameplay does show characters and locations you'll see.
covers a section of the game deep into the main storyline, we have edited the footage to contain as few spoilers as possible.
I'm not too worried
Be
about
aware that
spoilers.
the gameplay as presented does reveal characters and locations you'll see while playing the game's main story arc. So watch at your own discretion.
You're trying to hype your own game. It's about watching your own discretion. Like, don't watch this because it might reveal some shit. But we want you to buy the game, and this video will sell you on the game. But don't watch it because, you know, if the game is fun, I'm buying it, right? Like, at the end of the day, minor story spoilers should not stop you from buying the game. Like, games are games, not movies. How are you enjoying the hot weather? Yeah, you guys better be grateful. I didn't have enough plugs, so I had to unplug my air conditioner just so I could go live. I'm using the fucking fan, which, to be honest, I can't really use the air conditioner while live anyway because it's just so fucking loud. You can hear the fan probably. Imagine the air conditioner was on.
Where are we headed? This way.
Wow, that's such a fake accent. They just got some guy who's probably from the West and never left. He's got African roots and he just never left the West. Like, this way.
In this video, you'll experience a segment of a quest from the middle of the game. We're currently in Pacifica, one of Night City's 6 unique districts.
Six
Nah, you guys aren't exactly great at rolling out the welcome mat for outsiders.
It was designed to be a tourist hotspot within the city. As you can see, this didn't pan out. When uncertainty struck the global economy, investors pulled their funding, leaving most establishments unfinished.
So this is like the futuristic version of the hood, basically. This is the motherfucking hood.
It's one of those places where expectations and reality collided, resulting in a heap of disappointment. Ongoing gang wars plague this part of the city. Outsiders don't come here if they don't have to. Even by Night City's standards, it's dangerous to those unfamiliar with it. Taking a casual stroll here would not be a good idea. A fast motorbike or armor-plated car would be the safer option.
Alright then.
But places like this have their advantages. If you're in need of rare goods or illegal cyberware, Pacifica's bustling local markets are a good place to start your search.
There's a lot of customization
Grand
here.
Imperial Mall is a whole other story. It was one of the last developments in Pacifica to lose its funding. Until recently it stood vacant, but now a gang called the Animals has moved in for reasons unknown.
Something's not going right for the big guy up top.
And that's what we need to learn in order to earn the trust of the Voodoo Boys, the Animals' rivals.
What the hell? Could fucking tell
These
me what the plan
accents,
is.
like, wait. Oops. My bad. I pressed the space bar to... I pressed the space bar to pause the YouTube video and the fucking test thing was open and it just played the fucking thing. Oh my god, that's so annoying. What was I trying to say? I forgot what I was trying to say. Oh yeah, I was talking about how shit their African accents are. Maybe it's because I lived there for 6 years, so I know what real strong accents sound like. It's just like, I don't know if any of you guys watched Noughts and Crosses, the TV show, but like there was this one guy who's supposed to have like an African accent. You could tell that he's British, that he's black British. He doesn't go there. He doesn't have a legitimate accent. Like, you know, when we were kids, we used to try and put on strong like Ghanaian, Nigerian accents, and it was always so shit. Like when I went to boarding school, I could actually do it properly because I lived there, and I was like, wow, it used to be so shit before. We thought we were good before. But anyway, like, side note.
Could fucking tell me what you plan to do first.
You take job. You do what I say.
Oh my
So
god.
you jack in now.
Oh my god.
Of the many gangs in Cyberpunk 2077, the Voodoo Boys are the most skilled at using the net.
You have now
The
seen
Voodoo
the
Boys.
our subnet.
Why? What for?
You are my vessel.
Yeah, my dad works in Africa, so anytime on TV and African is on, he always mentions this. Yeah, I mean, you can tell a real from a fake accent if you're well versed in the topic. You know?
You agree, I see what you see, hear what you hear.
This mysterious gang of highly skilled netrunners has close ties to the local Haitian community.
You are V?
Haitian
We have been
community,
waiting.
man.
Haitians settled in Pacifica in the 2060s after natural disasters struck their island and forced them to emigrate en masse.
The
The Voodoo
2060s.
Boys gang formed around this same time, though at a smaller scale. Now the gang effectively rules Pacifica.
Wait, so hold on. They said you could make any character, right? So could I, in theory, make an 82-year-old black man, because that would be me in 2077, so that I could actually play as future me in the game? Wouldn't that be like fucking sick? Like, you know.
The Voodoo Boys don't usually work with outsiders. Lucky for us, it seems they're prepared to make an exception this time.
Mr. Hand sent me. Said you got Merc working.
Mr. Hands, what kind of name is that?
Still, to earn their trust,
I hope they still got Bloods and Crips in 2037.
we need to prove our worth. Placide, one of the Voodoo Boys' higher-ups, has offered us a mission. We need to infiltrate the Grand Imperial Mall, currently occupied by the Voodoo Boys' deadly enemy, a gang called the Animals.
The Animals.
2035 07. 3 seconds before, poof, the camionette. We try to learn where the camionette come from.
The Animals are not your normal gang. Their presence in Pacifica is suspicious. They value might above all else and wear melee combat implants to raise their prowess.
What the hell? How did I miss the stream? Well, it's only been going on for like 18 minutes. You haven't missed it. Maybe people didn't get notified, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Combat. Their beverage of choice is juice, a potent strength and speed enhancing concoction. As sought after bouncers, they're usually dispersed throughout town. As skilled street level business types, they've cornered the market in illegal substances and underground live or die prize fights. When they converge in one spot, it's for something big. It's then they appoint the fastest and strongest among them as their ad hoc leader.
Yeah, it's probably YouTube. Like, the stream, the numbers seem to be a bit lower. Obviously, it's going to be lower than like New Game Plus naturally, but even just recently, it seems lower than usual. Nice donate from Super Chat. Well, I don't see any donation from Super Chat.
In this case, it's a woman named Sasquatch.
Said you wanted my vet. No. As far as I remember, you said no bone brain buffaloes on steroids. Afraid that's the cost of doing biz.
This is
So
the
this is
tech
like
Placide was talking about.
This is like
It
a
seems
tech drug deal.
non-standard for the Animals, and this is where we come in. Getting to the van won't be easy, but we're more than qualified
No, I mean you added it. Oh, yeah, I unlocked it.
for the job, which we can complete in one of many ways. The character creation in Cyberpunk 2077 is the kind you'd expect from a full-fledged RPG.
Wait, hold on. Street kid. They say if you want to understand the streets, you gotta live them. Gangs, fixers, dolls, small-time pushers. You were raised by them all. Down here, the law of the jungle dictates the weak serve the strong. The only law in Night City you have yet to break. So you got street kid, corporate, and nomad.
Creation in Cyberpunk 2077 is the kind you'd expect from
A Nomad. Okay, I'm not reading all of that.
a full-fledged RPG.
Have you played or will you play The Last of Us Part 2? Oh no, fuck no. I'm not paying for that shit.
You start by
Like, those cinematic games that are focused on the story more than the game itself. Not really my thing. It's kind of why I didn't want to get into Uncharted. I mean, I played a bit of Uncharted and it was alright, but it's not something I would have wanted to pay $60 for, you know. I got it for free, so.
choosing your past. Important because this unlocks special.
Yeah, what does corporate say?
You start
You bend the rules. Yeah, corporate, yeah.
Start by choosing your
Corruption.
past. Important because this unlocks special options at important story junctures. You also fully customize your character using a deep customization system that spans.
Okay, let's see. So you got skin tone. Yeah, they got no Oriental. Wait, they got gray? What the fuck is gray? Who's gray? And they got eye color, nose, ears, mouth, jaw, beard, surface wiring. They're talking about the weird like marks in the face, then hairstyle. Wow, who the fuck is gray though? I'm glad you and me on the same page. You to judge a game based on the game. Yeah, well the thing is, gaming has gotten so big that the original mentality of gaming doesn't apply to a lot of people. A lot of people prefer movie-like games because I mean people like movies, right? So if you could have a movie type of game, there's a demand for it and people like them. So it is what it is. I can't really fight that. You know, those games are going to exist. I just don't rate them as highly as games. Isn't Summer of Gaming today? Been out all week. Well, Cyberpunk is having an event in 32 minutes, which is kind of what we're preparing for.
It's not only your look and style, but also your ability.
Body, so you could tweak your intelligence. Why would I make my intelligence lower? I mean, I guess ignorance is bliss, but still.
Cyberpunk 20 spans not
Let me
only
see.
your look and style, but also
Oh, you get a limited amount of points. So if you make your intelligence too high, then a bunch of other things are going to be low.
your abilities. Cyberpunk 2077 does not feature fixed classes. Instead, it has a fluid class system that allows players to mix and match a wide range of abilities to suit their playstyles.
Okay.
You can create a strong solo character, a skilled netrunner, or any other hybrid class you can imagine.
Alright. If people want a movie type game, they might as well just watch the movie. Yeah, but it's like, they want the feeling of it's like a movie, but they want to feel like they're the ones doing it. Someone made a 3-hour long video ranking like Uncharted and The Last of Us, and it's like, if you stay within that bubble, you can believe that you are the one doing all the cool shit. But anyone who plays like more advanced or more difficult games knows that they're not really doing much when they play it. So even if it looks cool, the inputs they themselves are putting in are minimal. But anyone who's not of that gaming skill level, I'm not trying to make it into a skill thing, but a lot of people will play it and see the cinematic shit going on and deep down believe that they are causing all of this when it's mostly just a script that you're, you know, tapping along, you know, like a TV that you wind, essentially. Then they say you can customize your drunk too. That'll be entertaining on stream. I do enjoy some games. Like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with enjoying games like that. I'm just merely explaining like the thought process behind it is that that's kind of the idea is that you want to be able to feel like, because multiple people have explained this well, but it's basically like games where you're the most in control are usually the least cinematic, because when you're in control, you can do anything at any point in time. You can cancel moves in the middle of moves. You have so much freedom that they can't make it look stylish because you're doing everything. But when they make it look too stylish, then it's like it has to work a certain way. Therefore, you have less freedom. And the best games try and strike a balance between the two, where there's a bit of cinematicness in it, but there's also enough freedom that you don't feel like the game's playing itself. And everyone has their own opinion on the best place for that to be. You can also like both. You can also like games that are more cinematic, and you know, even Assassin's Creed has cinematic things in it. Like air assassinations are pretty cinematic. You just press one button, just leaps off the building, and then just assassinates characters. But Assassin's Creed, at least the earlier ones, still had a lot of freedom in the movement, like with the parkour. Where some of the later ones, they took away some of those freedoms in favor of more cinematic experiences, you know? Prim, do you think Cyberpunk will be GOTY or The Last of Us? The Last of Us is definitely not GOTY. Cyberpunk is up there. Right now, though, as a platformer fan, like, I gotta say that my GOTY is probably set on Crash 4, which I'm kind of spoiling my video. The video's going up. I'm gonna try and make the video go up tonight. I've already recorded it, so I just need to edit it. You know, I was taking a bit of a break yesterday. I had to deal with some shit, but I want to hopefully get the Crash video out tonight. And yeah, I think that's gonna be GOTY, in my opinion. But Cyberpunk looks pretty interesting so far.
See how a solo play style in Cyberpunk 2077 might work. Solos prefer a direct approach. They use guns and might to get things done.
Yeah,
so
I like that.
Let's wreak some havoc.
Let's wreak some havoc, boys.
With our enhanced strength, we can strip this turret of its weapons and give the animals a taste of their own medicine.
Oof.
This is how a player investing in solo abilities might live out their Terminator power fantasy. Enhanced strength lets us force open doors.
Alright.
Or grab enemies to use as human shields.
Ooh, human shields. On some Dre from Power shit.
We also get...
You pronounce GOTY as GOTY. Or what do you say? You just say the full thing? Game of the Year or GOTY? I say GOTY because Game of the Year is like the best game of that year. And GOTY sounds like GOAT, and GOAT is like GOAT, you know? So it kind of works. Gamer Guide, this is what we call a game that isn't about Sonic the Hedgehog. I know you don't hear of those often, but that's what we consider this to be.
Access to powerful melee combat cyberware.
Okay, there's an event in 27 minutes where they're revealing more info on the game. So I'm just recapping previous reveals before it starts.
So even...
Have you played SpongeBob for Bikini Bottom Rehydrate? I've bought it. I didn't play the original. I bought the remake. I'm going to be streaming that. I don't know when I'm going to be streaming that. I was supposed to stream it, and then this thing happened. I'll get the Crash video out tonight, and then I'll probably do SpongeBob tomorrow? Depends. I have to see.
Someone as fast and strong as Sasquatch, the leader of this group of animals, is not impossible to beat.
Oh, bullet! Oh, I hate when they're like bullet sponges. How are these bullets not finishing this dude?
But Sasquatch has a different game plan. She's out to jack in and hack us. Let's see how.
Oh, don't hack me! Ugh, that's like futuristic rape.
Proceed. What's going on?
Gamer Guy said, me thinks you're gonna hit 5K before the end of the year. Thanks for the vote of faith, Gamer Guy. It was 10K by the end of the year. That's the goal, motherfucker. We got a ways to go, man. Oh yeah, also I put my milestones in the about page of my channel so you can see how long it took me to get to like 1K, 2K, 3K. Just so I can monitor. I put it there.
It's our choice if we want to finish her off or spare her. Your Cyberpunk, your rules.
This is why I pronounce the goat.
Oh. Rather sneak around, hide, and strike from the shadows, no problem.
I like stealth, but man, stealth gets my heart rate going. Like, I don't know if I probably want to go for the all attack approach, but I like a bit of both. Like when I play AC, like I do a bit of stealth, do a bit of attacking, you know.
Develop your net running skills to get around obstacles or hack into enemy.
You just gotta make a viral video. That shit can make you gain like 10K sales in a matter of months. Yeah, but even a good video doesn't get all the like attention when you have a small channel, unless it's about drama, obviously. Like I made a video like, why do we care about critic scores so much? The video did okay, but it's not gonna go viral because no one can find it. It's not being searched. No one's looking for it. And it's not going to get extremely shared because the channel is still small. If I had like 50K subs and I did that video, it probably would have gotten recommended more.
Tech to have it do the dirty work for you.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god, no. That's literally my biggest fear. Like, every time I'm at the gym and I'm lifting, like, I'm just like, the fear of like the weight just hitting me. Maybe not on my neck, but like, even with a dumbbell, like, what if you drop this weight and it just hits your head and like brain damage? Like that's like literally my biggest fear at the gym. Oh.
Netrunning abilities mean hacking skills that let us use our cyber deck to breach access points. For this, we fill the buffer of our cyber deck with a string of instructions represented by these letters and numbers.
So there's some hacking
Matching
shit.
the instructions for basic access grants us control of devices connected to this network.
Yeah, that shit's gonna stomp me in the game, I can imagine already. Oh my god. Like, Spider-Man had some puzzles like that. I remember one of them stomped me for like ages. Ugh.
The more instructions we match, the more control we gain over elements in the network. We can hack our way through.
Someone said the SpongeBob remaster is actually decently challenging. What remaster? They did a remaster of SpongeBob? I haven't heard of a remaster.
In numerous ways.
I've heard of a remake though.
A quick hack may grant us control of the security camera. Another one should let us tweak the difficulty of the training bot to create a distraction.
Training bot so I can practice some shit. I want to see more vehicle shit though. Ugh.
With our nanowire, we can even hack this guy's implants from a distance. In this world, almost everything is connected to a local network. And that means it can be hacked.
Wow, you hacked the vending machine. Can't even pay for some fucking soda.
Which brings us back to cyberspace.
I have never done any positive Spider-Man PS4 ever. Then you disable them in the settings. People disable them. You could disable them and like they had so many accessibility options in the game. You could just turn them off if you want. But they're all definitely puzzles in there.
Space. You don't get to do anything in the net unnoticed. There's always someone watching. It could be.
I mean, that applies in 2020, not just 2077. But, you know.
Or even worse, it could be Netwatch. And that is exactly the case here.
Ugh.
Who is they?
My eye is fucking up. I got like sensitive eyes and shit. Like, I need a temporary like eye patch or something. Ugh. This will do.
Netwatch and the Voodoo Boys are like fire and ice. The first of these wants to maintain the
fire
order
and ice.
and protect people from AI anarchy originating from beyond the Black Wall. The Voodoo Boys want to establish contact with the free AIs. They believe this will enable their boundless expansion on the net and grant them the upper hand over Netwatch. Netwatch sees this as the end of the world. Both are
Ugh.
right.
Okay, this is worse.
Whoa, hey.
How you deal with the Netwatch agent is entirely up to you. Do we side with the gang? Choosing to be on Netwatch's bad side is never wise. But can we really trust the Voodoo Boys?
I like this announcer guy, this trailer guy. It's so like, it's not wise, but do we trust the Voodoo Boys? Find out next week on Days of Our Lives.
You set me up.
As you can see, we have many possible options. But in each case, we take a risk.
Think I'll just stick to my plan.
Oh no, don't hack him. He didn't give you consent. You can't hack him without consent.
That didn't work out well. In the world of Cyberpunk, few things go as planned.
Cyber Rape 2070. Wow.
And that was just a glimpse
Didn't know
of how
today's theme is
complex the
wow.
branching storyline in Cyberpunk 2077
I got
can
bad
be.
eyes.
Every decision you make will have consequences. Your choices will shape how the world reacts to you and affect your relationships with those around you. One of those relationships
Is that a
is
living
special.
person? Look at
Ever
his
heard of
head.
Johnny Silverhand, a rebel rocker boy who will be your companion throughout your adventure in Night City?
Come on, really think they give a rat's dick how you look?
Did you
Like
just say a
everyone
rat's
in
dick?
Cyberpunk 2077, he has his own agenda. You'll decide if he'll be your ally
Wow.
or your enemy. And that chip in your head, the one thanks to which Johnny lives inside your mind. Well, that's a story for another time.
can assure you 2077 will be nothing like this game. They always get it wrong. Well, actually, speaking of that, I'm waiting for 2035 when iRobot was set to see if we're living like iRobot, you know? Because maybe they jumped the gun a little bit. Maybe they overshot just a little bit. Just a little bit. Speaking of overshooting, check out... Where's the video? Check out this video. People from the past failed miserably at predicting the future. Check out that video. I was reacting to some shit from the past where they're trying to predict the future and shit. To see if they get it right. Okay, let's check out this IGN video. Everything we know.
In the 7 years since it was first announced, Cyberpunk 2077 has generated a monumental amount of hype, in part by looking awesome in everything that's been shown so far, but also by being developed by the makers of the incredible Witcher RPG series. That developer, CD Projekt Red, has managed to keep
I love that environment over there. Hold on.
Series.
Hold on. That I love that aesthetic, that those nighttime buildings with the lights and shit. Ugh. By the way, everyone join the Playlist Discord fans. Oh yeah, you made a sub. I forgot about that. I don't really use Discord much, but if you guys want to check that out, we'll hold Will Smith to that. Oh yeah.
That developer, CD Projekt Red, has managed to keep our interest peaked by being very tight-lipped about what's in store. However, Cyberpunk is far from an unknown quantity. Here is everything we know about Cyberpunk 2077 as of the middle of 2020.
Cover! Find cover!
Cyberpunk 2077 is a single-player open-world RPG with real-time combat which is seen almost entirely from a first-person perspective, with the rare exception of a few third-person cutscenes. You'll take on the role of a character known as V, but unlike Geralt of Rivia in the Witcher games, V is totally customizable, from stats and perks to their backstory or life path, and of course appearance, which is customizable, from stats.
Date of birth 2054. God damn, that's gonna be a real thing one day.
And perks to their backstory or life path, and of course appearance, which lets you adjust everything from hair color all the way down to buttocks and genitalia.
Oh my god. If it's first person, that means if you play as a woman, we'll never actually see her, right? What's the point of all that customization if you don't even get to see the character because you're playing in first person?
As the title would suggest, a major element in cyberpunk culture is body modification, cybernetic and otherwise, so expect character customization to be an ongoing thing. Just like in the Deus Ex series, upgrades to V's implants will affect gameplay, whether you're installing high-tech robotic eyeballs that help you aim your guns better, or a translator chip that opens up new dialogue options by making V fluent in a new language faster than you can say Rosetta Stone. In Cyberpunk 2077, it seems like many features we're accustomed to unlocking via menu screens could be applied more organically within the world thanks to the post-human setting. Meanwhile, street cred is an actual in-game stat, so picking out a cool outfit will do more than just make you look like a badass, it'll make NPCs treat you like one too. It sounds like how Fallout lets you boost your charisma stat with a cool hat.
Do I hear Rule 34 music? Wait, there's Rule 34 music?
Right? You might even have to make tough choices about whether to prioritize.
Imagine making the Pengus go just to never see her. That's what I was saying. If it's first person, what's the fucking point? You want to be looking at that ass.
Style or various.
You know, like when you play Nier and you do that one little cheat that explodes the shit. You know what I mean?
Combat
you know what I'm talking about.
When deciding what not to wear. Would you rather die or look like a dork? That's the real question.
I'd rather look like a dork than die.
CD Projekt Red's game is based on the 30-year-old pen and paper role-playing game Cyberpunk 2020.
Wait, so this is based off a game called Cyberpunk 2020. I wonder if they got that shit right before.
And the developers have been working closely with the original creator.
Maybe the 2021 was overshooting too much anyway, so they said, well, I guess we have to increase it to 2077 now. By then we'll have all this shit, of course.
Mike Pondsmith to adapt the existing lore and rule set of the analog experience into a modern blockbuster video game.
Okay, hold on. Cyberpunk 2020. Tabletop role-playing game made in 1988. So that was 38 years before its actual date. Whereas this one is now, well, 57 years ahead of the current date. That's the first edition. Okay, the 2021 was from 1990. Yeah, it's based off of something from the 80s. I wonder how much they overshot that. Make a video on Cyber. Well, it's a tabletop game. I would have to have like physical friends to play with it and shit. I guess. Are there any images of it? How to play Cyberpunk 2020. Oh look, Premierless is live. Cool. I love seeing myself laugh. I love when that happens.
To smack in the middle of
Let me
Cyberpunk
see.
2020. Modifiers with both voice from the nearby highway. Each from Hyatt shows up and shots parts of their body. Be further reduced by the body type. He rolls a 5 and is fine.
Ugh, boring. Maybe in 2077 they'll make a Cyberpunk 3000 and just push it again.
So if you're hungry for deep-cut lore, there's a stack of source books out there you can familiarize yourself with right now to get a head start, but given how much time has passed in-universe between Cyberpunk 2020 and 2077, the team at CDPR has had plenty of world building of their own to do. Even die-hard fans of the original Cyberpunk will almost certainly have plenty of surprises. The overarching plot of the main campaign is still shrouded in mystery, but it seems like a major factor is the chip embedded in V's head. That sliver of silicon contains the digitized ghost of legendary rocker boy Johnny Silverhand. Johnny is a key figure in the original RPG, but even if you aren't up on your history, you'll probably instantly want to hang out with him because in Cyberpunk 2077, he's played by one Mr. Keanu Reeves. You may know him from such classic cyberpunk films as The Matrix, Johnny Mnemonic, or Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
I mean, The Matrix would be fucking old for people from 2077.
But you can expect way more.
Imagine it being delayed again. Well, didn't get delayed recently? So like when after the PS5 came out or something?
A few hastily muttered celebrity one-liners. Keanu spent 15 days recording lines at CD Projekt Red's studio, and as a result, Johnny allegedly has more dialogue than any other character in the game, other than yours, of course. Aside from getting comfortable with this posthumous cybernetic stowaway sidekick, V will have to navigate relationships between Night City's numerous factions. On street level, that means tussling with gangs like, say, the Animals, who are a bunch of steroid-addled bodybuilders.
Okay, wait, hold on. Hold the fuck up.
Tussling with gangs like, say,
so,
the Animals,
in 2077, you can see the weights are connected to something, right? So if the weights are connected to that thing, shouldn't it have a way of detecting that it's the guy can't lift it and it's about to fall, so that it doesn't actually fall and break his fucking neck? Like, in 2077, you ain't got no sensors for that shit to hold the weights up? You're telling me you still need a human spotter for that shit? You know what I mean? Like,
who are a bunch of steroid-addled bodybuilders, or Maelstrom, whose body modifications are of a more high-tech variety. But on a larger scale, Night City is ruled by massive global corporations that manufacture everything and wield more control over people's day-to-day lives than the government. If The Witcher 3 is any indication, we're in for a substantial main campaign, but CD Projekt Red promises a wide variety of street story side quests on top of that. Around 75 of them, in fact. The team working on...
Why would anyone exercise in 2077 when you could probably use biotics? I don't know. They could find ways of making gaining weight impossible in 2077. Like, put like a robotic organ, like a futuristic, like, technological tapeworm that eats any excess calories that you may eat and funnels it out of the system. Technically, that actually exists today. That is actually a thing that exists. It's not a tapeworm, but there's a thing that kind of exists where you can eat and then you attach something to your belly button and it will literally get rid of the food before it digests. But I guess in 2077 it'll be more widespread and more elegant of a solution.
All that content is around 5 times larger than the one that built The Witcher 3's optional adventures, so we can expect them to be pretty meaty. At a glance, Cyberpunk's combat might look like straightforward first-person gunplay, but you can expect there to be more than one way to tackle your objectives. Depending on whether you choose to lean into combat or less confrontational skills like stealth and hacking, it seems like you'll have plenty of opportunities to talk your way out of tight situations. In terms of geographic scale, CDPR has estimated that...
My biggest fear right now is that they make the game too easy. That they just kind of like, you know, make it so accessible so that it can get that widespread appeal that it loses its, like, challenge. You know what I mean? People are spamming F's in the chat. They are? Well, I don't know which chat you're talking about.
Cyberpunk 2077 might be a bit smaller than The Witcher 3 in terms of square mileage, but acreage isn't everything. Night City is a densely packed urban metropolis as opposed to a medieval fantasy countryside, and that means we can...
I'm so glad this is coming to PC because I just want to play it in 4K. I'm tired of these, like, PS4 exclusives. It's just like, they're good games, but it's like, ugh, I'm stuck playing it at 1080 because of my monitor, you know?
Expect a lot.
Oh, the IGN live stream. No, I'm not watching it from IGN though. Fuck doing that. Let me see.
If it was anything beyond...
Yeah, we're not doing that shit.
lot of towering skyscrapers that are potentially cities unto themselves. Of course, there will also be some wilderness areas. The
in before it's Epic Games. No, they're not that stupid.
Badlands on the outskirts of Night City or a...
Then again, hold on. Is The Witcher 3 even on? Is The Witcher 3 even on fucking Steam? It just said PC download. They didn't specify. I'm gonna check now.
Drought-ravaged wasteland plagued by raiders. Either way, the team has put an emphasis on giving us an extremely detailed world to explore and what we've...
Okay. Can I open quickly? Okay, The Witcher is on Steam. The Witcher's on Steam. Okay, so that's cool. Oh look, they got New Games Plus Expo deal apparently. Deals on probably the games from companies that were at this thing. A lot of deals. Ooh, Shantae's on discount. I might get that. But yeah, just wanted to check that quickly.
Seen so far suggests they might be telling the truth there. While Geralt's beloved steed Roach has left 4 big horseshoes to fill, Cyberpunk 2077 will have a stable of high-tech motor vehicles to get you from point A to point B in this sprawling dystopia.
So if it's first person, does that mean the moment I leave the vehicle I go into first person or what?
Yeah. Expect to cruise around in everything from motorcycles inspired by Akira
so they
to
can
kit-bash
switch.
muscle cars that pay homage to Mad Max. One thing CDPR has been very open about is Cyberpunk 2077's lack of microtransactions.
Yes, thank you. I like that.
Like The Witcher 3, there will be substantial free DLC updates post-launch and eventually some larger-scale paid expansions, likely akin to The Witcher 3's Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine DLC. And there's also talk of Cyberpunk 2077 multiplayer down the road, but don't expect to see that until 2022 at the very earliest.
2022? For multiplayer? Man, they really want to support the game for that long?
So there you have it, a crash course in what to expect from Cyberpunk 2077. Undoubtedly, we will all know a whole lot more when CD Projekt Red shows even more in the scheduled Night City Wire presentation, and from there it's just a matter of counting down the days when this game finally comes out. What kind of character will your...
Yeah, 2 years. They must be planning some serious post-release updates for this single-player game if they're going to make you wait 2 years before they drop multiplayer. On some GTA fucking shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess we'll see. We got 6 minutes left. Okay, let's take a quick look at the 48-minute walkthrough while we wait. I guess we can come back to it afterwards.
It's clear. Go.
Welcome to the gameplay demo walkthrough of CD Projekt Red's upcoming title, Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah, guys, remind me to switch over before the hour hits, because I might forget.
A narrative-driven, open-world RPG set in a dark...
2022 barely sounds like a real year. It feels so weird being... that's literally what I was thinking. When they said 2022, I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, that's like a year and 6 months or so until 2022. It's like, shit. Even 2020 sounds like a futuristic year to me. Like, I remember being like in fucking 2002 talking about, imagine 2020. Like, that's an actual year that will happen. Like, flying cars, robot girlfriends and shit, you know what I mean? Like,
version of the future. Before we start, a small but important disclaimer. The gameplay you're about to see is from a work-in-progress version of the game. Everything you see is potentially subject to change.
Okay, we get it. Work in progress.
In Cyberpunk 2077, you can fully customize your character.
Okay, we know all that.
Give you
Let's just...
tattoos, makeup, skin tone, and many, many more.
Could we do age, though?
Array of different options to modify how you look. You're in the game.
I don't think you could. I think the character's set born in 2054. So, that means this babe is going to be a baby in 34 years from now. Wow.
Also, you can use an array of different options to modify how you look.
I feel like they're going to milk it like... Yeah, like, the moment I heard 2022, I was thinking of GTA 5. Like, they're going to milk the fuck out of this.
These include body type, hairstyle.
But since there's no microtransactions, the only thing they can milk is the DLC, I guess.
Tattoos, makeup, skin tone, and many, many more. But visuals aren't everything. You'll also be able to customize your initial attribute setup. You'll notice we didn't pick a class. Cyberpunk 2077 features a fluid class system, and you'll be able to modify your class throughout the game. This demo takes place near the beginning of the game. V and her friend Jackie, along with a netrunner named T-Bot, are hired to find and retrieve a missing person, a girl whose locator implant went dark.
Almost clear. Go.
12:37 on your right. Girls inside. Almost been down an hour. Better tell them.
Cyberpunk 2077 is a first-person role-playing game. This perspective enables us to maximize your immersion.
Should have full access in 2.8 seconds.
I much rather prefer third person, but
Your turn.
I can still get with it.
The way I know.
Alarms neutralized.
Fucking late. Is that her? That our target?
I can imagine some content creator from like 2077 just like watching this and reacting to it and laughing at it like these idiots from 2020 really thought 2077 was gonna look this way. Oh my god, these old people that are probably dead now. Hopefully I make it to 2077 and I can just be like to my grandkids or my great grandkids like, back in my day we played Cyberpunk 2077 and it was set like this and we thought it was gonna be like that, and they'll be laughing.
Room's too simple. Not our girl, I think. Keep looking.
It looks like these scavengers are kidnapping people to harvest their implants.
This really does feel like a futuristic hood.
Things are about to get heated.
Prem, you're gonna stream Pretty Princess Party when it comes out. If the game comes out, you guys have to remind me because I'll forget. I don't know if that'll be a stream or a video. We'll have to see. Because at this point, I don't know. I don't call myself a streamer, but yeah, I've been streaming a lot. Or at least recently.
Booster that temporarily allows us to use the Kereznikov ability.
I guess the best thing is to do both, right? We're in that kind of point where it's like streaming is hot, but you know, videos are still important. I'll just say, what, am I behind? Yeah, I was a whole minute behind. Twitch was on some bullshit. You mean to tell me you won't be making content in 2077? Yeah, I'm quitting. Sorry, in 2076 I'm retiring. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but when you do name the video Pretty Princess. Oh my god. Are you guys ready to enter the Night City Wire? God, this music is so eerie. I feel like I'm entering a world. Let's enter 2077. Right off the bat, copyright claim. Fucking hell. God. Talk over it so it doesn't flag for copyright.
Hello and welcome to this, the very
Hello
first
and welcome.
episode of Night City Wire, a brand new series
Tell us
from
more.
us at CD Projekt Red, where we'll be talking about all things Cyberpunk 2077. For today's episode, we'll be starting with a brand new trailer. One of our developers will be joining us to help unpack everything you're going to see. We'll have
Let's
some
unpack.
an announcement about a secret collaboration. We'll be taking a look at some
Friend
brain
don't
dance
say-
gameplay.
what are you talking- I didn't say
and welcome
anything.
back our developers just to have a chat about everything you're going to see.
I didn't say shit.
But there is one more thing. Media all over the world have been getting hands-on with Cyberpunk 2077, and when this episode finishes, you'll be able to go and check out exactly what they thought. So, let's
Oh,
get
they've been
started.
sending it to the
It is
reviewers.
time to take a look at our brand new trailer.
You
and
have Frankie.
after that, our
I
lead
do?
quest designer,
I
Paul
do?
Sasko, will be joining us because
Is
I've got a
she
feeling
behind
you're
the
gonna
green
have
screen?
a few questions after watching this. So, let's take a look.
Trailer of okay, right off the bat.
I love this town. The city of endless opportunity. Ready to get
Ooh,
your
look at
cherry
that.
popped? Yeah, come on.
That stripper in the pink lights.
Like any other, just bigger. Nah, man.
All right.
not just
The
any
graphics
other
look better
city.
here, actually.
Legends are born here.
Your legend begins.
The Major League.
More copyright music.
Dex is pulling the strings. Doubt that puts us in the same league as them.
But we are. They just don't know
This
it yet.
November.
But if you got the cojones and you know how to use them, you can do damn near anything.
Unless you catch a bullet.
Even then, you go out with a bang, right?
You know, you can make heaps more eddies as a motivational speaker.
Yo, Mr. V, a pleasure.
So what's the gig?
Dude, I want to play as
You
him.
meant to come out in one piece? How about we go over the plan?
There's this prototype tech, a biochip to be precise. Jobs to grab it.
Guessing it belongs to a corp.
Arasaka.
We are robbing some heavy hitters.
Thought you could blackmail
Ooh,
me,
look at that
fucker?
thing.
High risk, high reward. First rule of the afterlife.
Ka-ching, baby.
What the fuck are they doing with cash in 2077?
Ideally, nobody.
Who the fuck
Not
is
one.
using cash in 2077? The money should be tied to your chip or some shit. What the fuck are you doing with cash?
Don't you worry, mi amor.
Man, I'm trying to suspend my disbelief, but come on.
What the fuck just happened in there?
Can't stop digging Night City.
Fucking Major Leagues. Happy now, Jackie?
Yep, that's fucking high. Time to bail.
Oh my god, we're so fucked.
Nah, that makes no sense. You shouldn't be using cash in 2077. I barely use cash today.
And you, who are you?
Fuck.
November 19th.
So the trailer contains footage from the game's prologue only, but there was an awful lot in it. So Pavel, why don't you try and help us unpack everything that we just saw?
Oh yeah, I mean, absolutely, I can try. So, what you have just seen is only the prologue of the game. So that awesome stuff is only happening in the first few quests. What the trailer shows you is really our stage.
Rick Ross in
the Night City.
2077.
You know, this gigantic city built of 6 completely unique districts,
What's up,
surrounded
Scott?
by the 7th one that we call the Badlands. As a player, you are meeting Jackie. Jackie's your friend. Now, they together are trying to reach out for something that is very precious. They are trying to reach out for this chip of immortality, this gateway to eternal
Chip of
life.
immortality, okay.
Jackie introduces you to Fixer.
So they still don't have it already by
He's a very
2077?
important person in a social ladder of Cyberpunk. He is able to provide the player with various jobs and contracts to be able to gather money, to be able to modify their bodies, push themselves to the limits, to put their hands on the chip. But as you can expect, not everything goes as planned, and but to see it, you will have to play the game.
There are an awful lot of really cool things in this trailer, and there's a few that I would just love to talk about a little bit more for the people at home. So let's start with talking about a gang called the Mox. Now, we see a few flashes of them in this trailer. I personally think they're really cool and one of my favorites.
I think they're cool too. One of my favorites as well.
About them?
Oh yes, so the Mox is one of the gangs that player is going to interact with throughout the game.
The
Mox
Mox
is the gang that has been formed in 2076 after
Oh,
death
so they're
of,
fresh.
Elizabeth Borden. She was called Lizzie. Now, she was an
What's
owner
up,
of a
Senate?
brothel and former sex worker, and she was protecting working guys and girls from harassment, from abuse, and the gang is
How many
really
views they got?
continuing her mission. And as a player, you are going to interact with that gang,
Ooh, they
meet
got a
multiple
lot of
different
views.
NPCs, and craft your own relationship with them, and understand what they are all about.
So earlier on, you did mention a 7th district, a place called the Badlands. Now, we saw a few shots of this in the trailer, but I'd love for you to give us a bit more detail about the district outside of the city walls.
Okay, so
I know nothing about this
Badlands
game,
is
but I'll
this,
stick around
dead,
anyway. This is an
dried
Xbox
out
exclusive.
space
PS4,
going around the whole
Xbox,
Night
and
City.
PC.
And as a player, you'll be able to traverse that space in your car or motorcycle.
I like how the
This is
car has a
space
little
that's
screen on it.
inhabited by the nomads. Nomads are living in the different families, and they are traveling across that space in convoys made out of the cars and motorcycles. And as a player, you'll be able to traverse and access different type of open world content that has been prepared specifically for you to get that awesome feel of the Badlands as an area.
In the trailer, we also saw like a completely metal creature. Now, he didn't look like he was from the Maelstrom gang. This looked like something else. So
The game
just tell the
switches from
people at
third to
home, who
first
is
person
this
at
giant
times.
metal monster?
Okay, so that big dude, that was Adam Smasher. He has been introduced in pen and paper in Cyberpunk 2020 by our senpai Mike Pondsmith.
Adam Smasher is a fully converted cyborg. He was always a loyalist of Arasaka. And time has changed, and in 2077 he had to find his own space in Night City.
Why can't we travel to other countries in the game say 2077? I mean,
in this trailer, we do see
I guess the
flashes
countries
of
are
a
there.
Ripper
They
Doc
just,
called
you just
Victor
don't go there in
Vector.
the game. It's
People
not
have
part of the
watched our
plot.
previous gameplays, they might remember him. But I'd really like for you to give the people at home some more information about what Ripper Docs are and how they'll be interacting with them when they play Cyberpunk.
So Ripper Docs in our game, they are surgeons. They are like a specific type of a job in the social ladder of Cyberpunk.
Why is he wearing
accustomed
AirPods?
And specialized in replacing limbs to the metal ones. They can basically update your body, enhance your body, change you into this walking war machine. And as a player, you are going to meet different kind of Ripper Docs in the game, craft your own relationship with them. Some of them are like important characters for a story. Through that, you will invest eddies that you're gathering to turn your body into this tool that allows you to survive on the streets of Night City.
Pavel, thank you so much
the
for
hand
joining us.
textures
I
are
know
pretty
you'll be
good.
back later in the episode because you're going to be helping us to analyze the Braindance gameplay.
You
But
hate
before that,
AirPods?
we do have some
I don't
news
like
to share.
those wireless earphones
Earlier
that have
in
no
the year,
cable.
We announced that if you pick up
Like, maybe
Cyberpunk
my ears are just small,
2077
but
on Xbox
earphones
One,
never
you'll
stay
be
in my
able to
ear. I
play
hate
it on
earphones.
Xbox
I always
Series
use
X
headphones.
when the console launches. And just in case you missed it, it will be the same for PlayStation players as well. If you pick up Cyberpunk 2077 on PlayStation 4, you'll also be able to play it on PlayStation 5 when the console launches.
So that means you gotta
And
get it
that's not all.
digitally.
There will be a free upgrade for Xbox Series X.
Well, you could get it
and
physically if you get the
PlayStation
physical
5,
PS5.
But we'll have more details on that soon.
Tonight's
A free update for PS5, so they're gonna have a
Before we
graphical
reveal
update.
Our
That's
first
good.
look at the Braindance gameplay and welcome back our developers for a chat. There is just one more thing we want to announce.
Frame, this
Something
girl
that
or
we've been
Frankie?
working on in secret
Look, I'm not
for a
gonna
while.
sit here on my stream
We are very
and rate
excited to
girls.
announce
Like,
our
I'm not going to
partnership with Studio
objectify
Trigger and
women.
Netflix
Frankie!
in Cyberpunk Edge Runners, a standalone anime set in the Cyberpunk.
Oh, an
universe.
anime!
We've
Of
been
course!
working on for
An
some time
anime!
now.
They're making an anime for this shit as well! Who would have thought?
But
Who would
for
have
some more
guessed?
information, let's go
Who
to
would have
Team
guessed?
Tokyo.
Are they gonna show us a preview of the anime as well?
Hi, my name is Saya Elder. I am the Japan-based producer for Cyberpunk Edge Runners. What I do basically on this project is that I am a fixer, to put it in the words of the Cyberpunk universe. We are a game company. We are a bunch of nerds, and wherever there are nerds, there's going to be anime fans. So
Of course there are.
it was always a dream for us to make anime. When we began this project, we were certain that we didn't want to make a recreation of the game. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is a standalone story set in the same universe. The stage is still Night City, but everything else is totally new. New characters, new story. I do like
That's
to
a
think
very
that
realistic
it's going
looking
to be
anime.
a
Look at that.
great gateway for newcomers to come and check Cyberpunk game and also the Cyberpunk genre as a whole.
Cyberpunk 2077
Right now
anime
we're
reaction.
in Nakano, which is one of the biggest anime meccas of the world. I'm going to take you to Studio Trigger right now because we have the wonderful opportunity to talk to the dream team that will be bringing you this anime.
Bring us the anime.
トリガーの代表取締役の大塚です。
監督の今石です。
キャラクターデザインを担当する吉成です。
ゲームのサイバーパンクのファンの方、
サイバーパンクの
初めて触れる方両方に満足
3D
していただ
anime,
けるように
live action anime. It's not even anime at that
今回
point.
はそのサイバーパンクという僕らが10代の、一ファンにしか過ぎなかった頃に生まれたジャンル、そういうジャンルのものをまた、時代が何周もして作れるというのが非常に楽しみです。
トリガーも10年ということで、監督に今石、キャラクターデザインに吉成というトリガーの最強の布陣で、トリガー10周年にふさわしい作品にしていきたいと思います。お楽しみに。
2022? Nigga! Does it take that long to animate? I thought it was like a build up to the game kind of thing.
Now
Like,
it's time to show you some gameplay of Braindance. This is a feature that you'll experience when you play Cyberpunk 2077. Braindance is essentially a recording of somebody else's experience. It allows you
So a
to
movie.
relive their sense of sight, smell, touch.
I
and
want to
achieve
play. I don't want to watch
thanks
someone
this
else
special device.
play. By the way,
After
subscribe
gameplay,
if you want to
I
watch
will
me
be
play the
welcoming
game.
back Pavel Sasko, And we'll also be joined by Patrick Mills, our senior quest designer and all-round lore master, who will be helping to answer your questions and give you some explanation on how you'll be interacting with Braindance when you play Cyberpunk 2077. So,
why would I need to watch some other motherfucker playing the game when I'm trying to play the game?
Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we sell the BD to those psycho freaks from the studio.
Got it.
And remember, everything on full blast. They'll spot us extra for a wicked adrenaline high.
Okay, on you go.
Down, everybody, on the ground. I want to see you kissing the flooring. Money.
I want to see you kissing the flooring. Wow.
I swear to God. Well, yeah. Hey, now before I blow your fucking head off.
Dude, chill. He's giving you the money. How the fuck is there even cash? It's 2077. The security should have auto shot him from the fucking ceiling before he could have even gotten the money. Like, I was even forgetting about this.
Your cortisol and adrenaline spiked, but the soft activated your hormone blockers. Nothing happened. You're alive and well.
That was too much.
I don't know how the fuck there's even bank robbers. There should have been robo guards that just show up and execute him.
Hope wrapped up in something else.
Probably took a booster just before.
Judy, you can give me a booster if you want. Like,
set up.
you know, I got some things that need to be boosted right now. You know what I mean?
I'll sever the link to the BD roller's sensory array. You'll be able to look around. Whole scene's yours. Full cam control and analysis mode, so move around, zoom in and out, whatever else you come up with. Think of it as your own little thing.
Wait, he was that person. He just came out of it.
You control playback. Can even pause when you feel.
This is basically Braindance Edit is basically movie mode. It's basically movie mode. Legit.
Simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And we
Also, he learns the lesson from that guy, so he can do it better.
Cream as hell, right? Well, that's not
Cream
all.
as hell.
You can speed things up or
Man,
rewind, whatever
it
you like.
almost said prim as hell,
Give it a try.
right?
Rewind. Roll it back to the top. All good. Neat. Now try fast forwarding a bit.
Why is the quality so low? 2077. Shit should be fucking 32K. 480 hertz, motherfucker.
Reset the recording. That'll take you right back to the beginning. Try it. Now for some fun. This here's why you came in the first place. In analysis mode, you get to view and even scan details of the enviro recorded by the BD roller. Focus on the heat, the gun this gonk gets from his buddy at the beginning. Now scan it.
Okay, scan it.
Plan simple. Do nothing odd. Don't get creative. You go in, snatch the cash, get out. And remember,
okay, right here.
It's a pistol. What more do you need?
Let's move on. Now heads up. In
Robot people still have weak Wi-Fi. Weak for them should be like 50 gigabytes per second or some shit.
Everything, every little detail, even the sights and sounds the roller was never aware of. To see the sources of the recorded sensory signals, switch to the audio layer in the editor. Go ahead and try that now. Okay, good. Now you should see several sound signatures in the store. Choose one and hone in on it.
Prim, it's weird talking to her like that. She might be underage. This is later in the future. Maybe you'd be an old man by then. Look. Listen. She's of age over there. Okay? Just because she's negative 50 now, I don't mean shit. I was just watching a movie from 1933. And for the record, the chick was older than me. She was born in 1906. She was 27. I still thought we could make it work. I mean, she died like 8 years before I was born. That's just a minor though. Right, you know.
Sometimes you can analyze extra layers in the raw. Stuff the rollers.
Fran will be 87. I'm not that old. Look, okay, I won't be 87 in 2077. I'll be 82. Okay, get it right.
Huh. Hella nice.
Look at that freeze frame of the guy falling.
Walk up to the wounded chick. Try scanning her. Alright, next thing. Scroll forward to the part where our artist gets a lead injection.
Yeah, you're gonna get injected with some lead, motherfucker. This is just movie mode. Why do I need this? $2077, you ain't got no fucking robot security.
He never saw it coming. But you will. Here it comes. My favorite part of the game. See the blinking thing over the entrance? Surveillance cam. Must have caught our shooter. You'll see in a sec. Cam feeds to the screen behind the clerk. Roll back to where the screen's in the kid's field of vision, then scan it.
Okay. Prem will stay 25 in 2077. If only. If I stay 25 in 2077, I'll be fucking some of them bad 2050s born bitches. Ooh, them 2050s borns. Someone's gonna take that clip, play it in the 2050s, and make me sound like a fucking creep.
Yeah, it's impressive, right? It's too bad most of the BDs we do here are only good for flogging the log.
So Braindance is a pretty big part of the Cyberpunk universe. It's not just something used for adult films. There is an awful lot to it. And there's two sides I'd really like you guys to help me explore.
For adult film?
First
What did
is
she
the
say?
lore.
What?
So how this actually fits into the universe. And then there's the gameplay side. So how players will be interacting with it. So Patrick, could you tell us more about the lore of Braindance?
I would love to. So in the world of Cyberpunk 2077, Braindance was invented way back in the early 2000s at UC Santa Cruz. It was developed as a way of recording
so we have it?
experiences and then playing them back for someone else, so that they could relive them.
It said the
as
early
though it was
2000s,
happening to them.
so we have it
was
then.
originally used for things like therapy and prisoner rehabilitation, but by 2077, it's become this global media industry, including things like movies, mass entertainment, things like that, video games, some interactive things, and of course, adult fare as well. Now, in our game, we deal a lot with
Kimo just like
black
out of
games, or
context the
XBDs,
shit and
as
then
we
just
call them.
ruined me.
And there are different types of those, but the one that you saw in the trailer just there was a flatlander.
I'll be like
That's
Hugh
where
Hefner in the
the
2070s.
person recording it
Them
actually
2050s
dies
bitches won't see
during
it
the
coming.
recording. And it's popular with sort of an illicit
On my Hugh Hefner
kind,
shit, like
the thrill.
that old
but
man born from the
mercenary
1900s.
can also use them for
Still
various
fucking the
things,
baddest
and you'll see that in
models.
the game, of course.
And from the gameplay perspective, we have
I'll
been
be fucking like
reflecting a lot
Bella
about
Hadid's like
last
grandchildren
years,
and shit,
trying
like
to
you know
figure
what I
out
mean,
the
like
best way how to use the Braindance
Rihanna's
in the game
grandchildren,
as a mechanic.
like you know what I mean, like.
So what we have settled on is this Braindance editor mode. As a player, you will be able to run the Braindance in the editor mode and see different clues that have been registered on the peripheral of given actor. Now, as a player, you can slide on the timeline of the recording back and forth, trying to uncover different clues. And that clues are actually telling a story in the game.
Why
So,
would I want to
as a
analyze
player,
a
you
video?
will run different
I want to play.
investigations that will lead you
Want play
to,
game.
different
Want
mysteries,
press
and you'll
button.
uncover them actually using that Braindance as a mechanics in the game.
So, as Pavel was saying, we use Braindance as
2077
a
her
storytelling
grandchildren
tool.
will be
It's not a collectible. It's not
What?
something where you're
Bella
going to go
Hadid?
in and you're going to play it and you're going to be like,
No.
oh, I've seen this before. What we use Braindance for is
Bella
to give you
Hadid
a
is like
keyhole into
23.
the life of the residents of Night City.
Her grandchildren
And we
probably
can
be
explore things like
full
childhood
grown, like,
trauma,
in their 30s by
religion,
that point.
various philosophical ideas in a way that you might not otherwise experience in a story about.
In fact, you might even have to go a step further depending on how
So
quickly
we
they
tried
procreate.
to
You might have to
talk
go
about
for
some
the
of
great
aspects
grandkids
that
at that
the
point.
community will find really exciting.
You know, unless
but,
they're having
you
kids
know,
at 40,
while
in
you're
which
both
case then
here,
it's
I'd
different.
love to know, what is it about Cyberpunk that you guys are really excited for? Patrick, why don't you start?
So one of the things that I'm most excited about in this game is the characters.
You could probably
and the way
clone
they
her.
interact with the
Well,
world.
if the cloning
We've got
functionality
this
didn't come
really
until like
interesting world that stretches all the way
2065,
back to
then
the
by then
Cyberpunk
Bella Hadid's gonna
2020
be
source
like,
material, and all
she's
of
a
these
year younger
events
than me.
and all
She's
those
gonna be
things.
like
Those don't mean anything unless
69.
they connect with
I'm
characters.
not gonna clone
And so
69-year-old
when
Bella
we come up
Hadid.
with a character, we start
You have
with
to go
their
for the kids
function.
at that point.
What is this person? What do they do in the story? But we don't stop there. We go back and we figure out what was their childhood like, what was their upbringing like, what kind of obstacles did they face in this harsh reality, and did they overcome them, and how did they overcome them, or did they not overcome them, and why?
Do they still air
And you can see
reruns
all
of Fresh
those
Prince of
things
Bel-Air in
their
this?
environment, in their dialogues, in sort of how they operate in the world. And we come up with that for all of our characters. Now you
Go
look at
back in
someone like
time and
Victor
clone up
Vector,
ourselves.
and you're going to see stories about his past.
I mean,
in
it's
his
not that
environment
deep,
and in
you
his
know.
dialogue.
Like,
You know,
her
we
daughter's
come up
right
with
there,
that
so I'm
stuff
going back in
even if
time.
we don't use it in
What
the
fuck am I
game,
doing back in
because it helps
2020 again?
inform
I'm not
us
reliving
as to who these
2020 again.
characters are.
And for me, I would not be myself if I would not say that I'm the most excited
Future technology
about
allows
our
Fresh Prince
quest.
of Bel-Air
Like, with
to
our
be aired in
retrofitting
widescreen
with
without stretching.
Patrick and,
It uses
like,
special
everybody
data
that
to recreate the
has
missing
stayed with
data
us
so it's
since the
widescreen
retrofit
now.
time. We really have grown so much. We have learned so much, and we have used all the techniques to put them
Don't be
into
doing the
the
out of context
quest
shit
that
with
we
your
have
boy,
made.
Bradley.
And
Don't be
you
making
will
your
not
boy
find
look
really
bad.
a filler in this
Don't be making
game.
your boy look
Everything
bad.
has a meaning. Like, we put so much effort
Ugh.
into making sure that everything is rewarding, is interesting, is
Look at that
talking
dirty
about
fucking
characters,
sink.
as Patrick said,
God.
it's talking about worlds, it's talking about emotions, like touching the player in a really, like a real way.
But do
and
they
I
have
just
strip clubs
can't
in
wait
Cyberpunk
to find out what you
2077?
think.
Okay.
Pavel, I know you mentioned story and quests and writing.
Do they have
quests,
robo
and When I
brothels?
was last in the studio, I had a look and I saw a notebook on your desk, and I would love for you to show everybody this notebook.
Okay.
A book? Like a
Yes,
physical
right. So,
book?
this is my notebook. It says
In
salsa
2077?
designer.
A book?
The
Fuck.
reason is because I dance salsa.
You don't read
and
in
I'm a quest designer,
2077.
so, you know.
The information of the
I
book is
wrote
injected
part of
into
this
your
notebook,
brain.
Actually, when we were really starting Cyberpunk, at the very beginning, I wrote like a first note, and it says
That's supposed to
pretty
be
much something
legible?
along the lines of that we were starting with a prototype. And then, you know, I kept on basically noting things that we've been working on for like next years. I remember
Is that
when-
actually supposed to
when
be
our
legible?
concept artists actually approached me, and they said that they wanted to
Pedulous.
take a
No,
look at
we're
my
not
notebook.
making
I was
that a
like,
thing. We're not making that a thing.
4 actually, and
Okay.
they took some pictures.
We're not making that a thing.
And they told me, yeah, well, you know, because we are looking for a reference material for notes of a psychopathic killer. so yeah, well, you may find maybe some of my notes in the game.
Are they
Pavel
supposed to
and
be
Patrick,
read?
Thank you so much for joining me. I'm pretty lucky because I have read some of the stories that you and the team have written for Braindance, and I'm pretty excited.
I don't
for
give a
people to
fuck
discover
about this
them.
Braindance feature.
But,
They spent
before
most
we
of the
do
time
finish
on.
today's episode, there is just one more thing we'd like to talk about. Earlier in this episode, I mentioned that media have been getting hands-on with the opening of Cyberpunk 2077, and
So
they
reviews
should
are
be
getting
posting
early.
their impressions right about now. And if you missed anything from today's episode, don't worry, we'll be uploading everything to our channel.
The hell is that?
very
Looks,
soon.
looks like a bunch of URLs.
And finally, on behalf of everybody at CD
Friends,
Projekt
audiences
Red,
like
we just want
KSS,
to say
Reddit,
thank you
bullying
so
this
much
poor
for
man.
joining
Exactly.
us for this very
Bullying
first
poor
episode of
innocent
Light
Ren.
Fire. But don't worry, we'll be back
Just
with
here to
episode 2
entertain
in
the
just
people.
a few weeks. So, we shall see you soon.
Ooh, in a few weeks, there's another episode. We'll be there, Holly. We'll be there. See you again next time. Alright. Wow, they just ended it right on the dot.
But
Like,
don't worry, we'll be back with episode 2 in just
oh,
a few weeks.
yeah, it
So,
just glitched
we
out.
shall see you soon.
Your boy is not simping. I'm just there to hear information on the game. You know, it's got nothing to do with her. Like, I just want to be updated on Cyberpunk 2070. What year is it again? 2077? Yeah, exactly. So they're basically saying reviewers have been playing part of the game and they're gonna give their thoughts right now. Oh, they got a 5 minute. Yeah.
And
So
that's it for The Wire. Hey, everyone, welcome back.
previews in 5 minutes.
Twitch Gaming, my name is Jesse Cox, your host for this post show.
Your name is Cox.
We
Wow.
have got a lot to talk about. Mostly because what time is it? 9:25? Can I say this yet? They said it. People have played the game. People have played the game. I've played the game. So I know a lot.
Are you gonna
I
give
have a lot
thoughts
of
then?
answers for you. If you're saying to yourself, I have a lot of questions, hopefully and when Philip joins me, we can talk about those. Philip is the senior quest designer for
Okay, let's just see. I'm just gonna type in Cyberpunk 2077 and like see what people are saying right now. These reviewers. Wait, what? Hold up. Get every CD Projekt Red game plus Cyberpunk for $88 today. On GOG. The Ultimate Red Collection. These games are DRM free and don't require Steam or any other game platform to run. That's like The Witcher, The Witcher 2, The Witcher 3, and Cyberpunk. And The Witcher Adventure, and The Witcher... all for $88. Hold up. That's a fucking steal. Because I wanted to play The Witcher 3. Wow, of course it doesn't work. Okay, there we go. 69 quid. I thought I was going to be paying 60 for Cyberpunk on its own. And this has no DRM. Oh, that's tempting. That is fucking tempting. Let me check the Steam prices again. Let me see. Yeah, over here, The Witcher is 25 quid for the third one. 35 for the game of the year. But here, you're telling me the whole fucking thing is £69. I'm just used to having everything in Steam. It would be weird to have a non-Steam game. And this is also the Game of the Year edition. How is that so cheap? What is the fucking catch? There's gotta be a fucking catch, right? That is fucking insane. I might have to look into that. Yo, Prem, what's that beat? Just one of these no copyright music beats. You can copy the link if you want. I'll give you guys the link. Ugh. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. I like having everything in Steam for consistency. I mean, I could still add it as a non-Steam game, but it's not going to count your hours and shit, you know? But I don't want to pay extra for the game just so it's in Steam, just so I have DRM. It's not like I want Steam DRM, but it's like, I don't want to pay extra just so I can count my hours, but it is nice to have the thing counted properly. But not worth... Ugh. Because here, Cyberpunk is 50 quid. Right? 50 quid for Cyberpunk. And then 25 or 35 for Game of the Year edition of The Witcher 3. So 50 plus, that's £85 just for The Witcher 3 Game of the Year and Cyberpunk. Whereas here, £69 gets you Cyberpunk, Game of the Year Witcher, and then Witcher 2, and then Witcher 1, which, how much are they charging for The Witcher 2 and The Witcher 1? That's another £15. And then the original Witcher is another... Yeah, I know you can add it as a non-Steam game, but I mean like, it doesn't show your hour count. Like, for example, if we go to, right now, this is a non-Steam game. It doesn't show how long I've played it for. You know, it doesn't have the same benefits. I mean, it's just an hour counter, I guess, but I like to keep track of these things. The Witcher sells like hotcakes, that's right. Because GOG is... Wait, CD Projekt Red own GOG? That's interesting. Oh, that's why they can make it cheaper, because Steam take a 30% cut, whereas the CD Projekt Red, if they own GOG, that would just mean that they're just raking in all the dough.
It's like, you know...
I want to hear this guy speak. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Also, this beat is fire. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Like, I kind of have to cop that, you know. What's GOG Galaxy? What does that do? Buy it on PS4. Have you heard of PC Master Race, boys? So I buy it on PS4. These days, your games and friends are spread across multiple platforms. What's this? Hold on. Connect GOG with multiple platforms and unite all your games and friends scattered across in one powerful app. Wait, hold on. One library. Import all your games from PC, build and organize them to one master collection. So like it's like a launcher for all the launchers. One friend list, activity feed. But which ones does it support then? Like, let me see. All your games. I want to know exactly. Yeah, you gotta have all the clients installed. I want to know the list of supported clients. Okay. Will feature multi-platform support for unified. So support Steam. Even supports the trash Epic. Is that Epic Game Store? Epic Mega Store? Is that the same thing? I'm gonna assume that's the same thing. Yeah. So it supports Epic Games. It supports Uplay, which is good because the new Assassin's Creed isn't coming to Steam. It's only coming to Epic Game Store and Uplay. And I'm not getting it on Epic Game Store. You know, Uplay is shit, but at least they're the developers. So I'll get it from their shit. I'll get it from the original shit. They support Origin, which I think I have a few things on Origin too. And then GOG Galaxy, itch.io, Microsoft Store, which is fucking trash as well. Battle.net, Bethesda Launcher. Holy fuck. So that's it then, it's settled. Get GOG Galaxy, put all my shit on there, and then it won't matter. I'm assuming they got like a GOG Galaxy. A pre-built is good if you're just getting started in that shit. Ugh. Oh, they got footage here.
The game is exactly what you would expect Cyberpunk to sound like, right? It has the synth wavy noises you would expect from a Cyberpunk.
I want to see what these media people are saying. And also, like, I need to, like, save that link with the deal because I don't want to lose that shit. Also, let me remove that part. It's probably some affiliate link. I don't want to pay those motherfuckers. Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, store that for later so I don't forget. But yeah, my thoughts on this, the game. The thing I like about this game, what wowed me initially was the aesthetic. The whole vibe and aesthetic of it looks like something really interesting, something that piques my interest, you know. Even with the shitty break dance or whatever thing they called it, brain dance, that I'm like, why the fuck am I watching a video? I want to be playing. Just the vibe. There's an eeriness to this game that I like. It's the kind of game that you like to play, you know, in a dark room and just kind of engross yourself in it. Of course, when I'm streaming, the lights will be on, so it won't be a dark room, but you know what I mean? Like, it has a vibe to it. Like, when you go into the game, you feel like you're truly there. Like, the kind of Assassin's Creed feel, like, you know? So I like that. In terms of the gameplay, I don't know if I'm fully sold on it. Like, it seems kind of interesting, but gameplay-wise, I don't know. It's got, like, shooter elements and shit like that, but I don't know. These beats hit hard. Yeah. Oh, my eyes are acting up. But yeah, gameplay wise, I'm not fully sold yet. It looks decent, but I'll still say The Witcher as a game probably looks a bit more interesting. I don't know. We'll have to see more. The Witcher has better RPG elements by far. Yeah, like, I haven't properly played The Witcher 3. I had a friend who was really into it, so I used to see him play it a lot because we're in uni together. Still wish it was third party. It is third party. Oh, you mean third person? I guess you mean third person. Yeah. Yeah, I would have preferred third person. Like, even with Mirror's Edge, like, I wanted that game to be third person. I just feel like I would have enjoyed it more. If you don't like side quests, you probably won't like Witcher 3. I'm fine with side quests as long as the side quests are good enough to be considered like main quests, you know? What's up, Chaosity? The game looks cool. I haven't seen the game in 4K yet, so it'll be interesting to see what it's like when you actually play it on a good PC. Which, honestly, I can't even stream Assassin's Creed Origins without problems, so I don't even know how the fuck I'm going to stream this game. I'm going to have to figure something out.
This is Koreznikov.
Maybe there's something we could find from this video. Yeah, you missed most of the stream. I don't know if I'll watch all of this now. We'll see if there's anything interesting here. Because this is the main gameplay reveal, so maybe there'll be something here that will excite me a bit more. Wasn't Keanu Reeves in this game? Yeah, he's in this game. He plays a character that I think is dead, but he's with us, you know? Maybe like Dexter's dad or something. I don't know.
Cover! Find cover!
Can't see shit! Got none to fucking use!
Room he's in looks out on the balcony. Got a window on the left. Go!
Man, so 2077 and the world still hasn't gotten this shit together. They should have just called this fucking thing Cyberpunk 2020 Part 2. This gameplay looks like any other first-person shooter. Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of similarities to a first-person shooter. But I guess it's trying to be... The game itself has got its own differences, you know?
Sure hope our target's in there.
Oh my fucking god, that's disgusting.
Cabrones.
Think I got her. Got our target.
We make it,
What are you trying to do? She's alive?
This does not look good.
No, in a minute. Jacking into Biomon.
Jacking? Did you get her consent before you hacked her brain, though? The fuck? She's 29, so that means... Man, she was born in the 2040s, right? 2048. Shit. So that means in 28 years, she'll be born.
Well, she will be if we can get her to a hospital. Sheesh. Trauma Team Platinum, too.
Platinum? Shit, TT should have...
Prem was not simping on anyone. I don't know what Bradley's talking about.
Talk to me, T-Bug.
He was just merely being friendly.
Locate our neurosocket. Should be a shard slotted in. Shit's probably on that. actually drop in. Take her off our hands.
Got the shard. Removing it now. Done.
Oh my god.
An emergency evacuation unit has been dispatched and is due to arrive at your location in 180 seconds.
Biomon claims trauma will be here in 3 minutes.
Like the fucking cavalry.
Is she alive? Her eyes are moving, but she's just frozen there.
90% of the projected costs of your
Mierda, she's flatlining.
People are gonna think I'm watching some weird fucking porno.
Jackie, air hypo.
Can't, China.
Air what? Oh my god.
She's stable.
Fuera, China. Get her outside. I'll cover you.
It turns out a virus disrupted the girl's locator implant. We've fixed that, and now help is inbound.
Swarm of the sons of bitches. 2 vans full just pulled up outside.
This is so fucking weird. That's why I don't know how to like decipher this game. It's like first person shooter elements, but it's also like this weird, like, you know, like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just on the surface you might think FPS, but then you look at all these other things and like, what the fuck is this thing? Like, you're robbing a place for cash in 2077. Like, you ain't got no card, you ain't got no crypto.
Get her out, terrorists.
Like, they're gonna laugh at that the most in the real 2077. They're gonna be like, really, cash? They really thought we were gonna have that shit? Even I'm laughing at it. Imagine if this stream stops because of the tits. None of you better be snitching and reporting shit, okay? This is a gameplay stream. This is like a shopping center. Oh shit.
Place the patient on the stretcher.
The stretcher should have like fucking jetpack attached to it, just fly into the shit.
I said step back.
I ain't stepping back for she.
Patient NC570442 secured. Stimulants being administered: 70 milligrams dopamine, 110 norepinephrine, 800.
It's basically Watch Dogs plus GTA plus a hint of Bioshock. Yeah, my friend played Bioshock as well, so I saw a bit of that. It kind of has a little bit of a Bioshock vibe. And Watch Dogs, it kind of does like the hacking and all that stuff, you know. It is like a bit of a lot of things. Okay, I've connected my Steam Origin and PlayStation and Xbox. Wait, what? You can connect PlayStation to that? Hold up.
Hey,
how is that even possible?
No problem.
Cutting connection. T-bug out.
Okay, what happens next?
That was Trauma Team, a kind of high-end premium medical insurance.
Don't have much time from what Bug said.
We've delivered the target, and T-Bug has notified us that the scavengers have called in reinforcements. Let's get out of here before they arrive.
I got the eddies for new wheels now. Eyeing something real fine, too. How about you, Heina? Probably blow it all on booze in 3 days.
Talking about somebody else, Jack.
So that's me then. That's the main character. V. I don't need to see this. Come on, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? There's children here. There's children here. I mean, I don't know how old you guys are, so I don't need to see. Okay.
Cyberpunk
Now we're talking.
is a mature,
okay.
visceral experience.
It's
and
more
as
like
such,
it.
It will let you explore a variety of different interactions with the game world. And as you just saw, it's people.
Hello, Night City. Your man Stan here with a cheat sheet on all last night's bids. But first, remember the man, the myth, Johnny Silverhand. Been years since he went on his last ride. All you gunks sitting in the afterlife nursing that scotch, waiting for something better.
You're still brushing your teeth manually in 2077? Motherfucker, I got an electric toothbrush in 2019. Talking about manually wash your teeth. The device should just go into your mouth and within 5 seconds just clean all the teeth automatically. Like, what the fuck? Sitting there, like, do these guys understand what 2077 is? Like, did they think we said Cyberpunk 2027?
Yes. And V obviously has some money to burn.
Hey, sup, V? Look, I need to talk to you. That news as big as my balls.
The Look at this guy trying to make a move. Shut the fuck up. No one gives a fuck about the size of your balls.
Date with my Ripper Doc.
Come on, Heina, make the doc wait. Pull some pants on your culo and get down here. Subway entrance. Bring your iron.
Okay. Jackie has just told us that he has some big news for us.
What happened to those Justin Bieber electric toothbrushes from 2009 that played Baby? Oh, that's not a thing that exists.
And we have an appointment with our Ripper Doc today.
This is not something I thought I'd be Google searching. You've got to be fucking shitting me. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that.
Before we leave, let's take a good look around our apartment.
But of course, if they make a pretty princess party electric toothbrush, your boy's copying, naturally.
Good morning, Night City. The song on the radio is by rocker boy Johnny Silverhand. It's part of our creative process to draw inspiration from the pen and paper system created by Mike Pondsmith, and to put our own 2077 spin on it. Let's go grab our gear.
Ooh, I like this room. This would totally have been my my nerd cave in 2077. Well, not, yeah, aside from all the guns and shit. Like my PC would be here. You know what I mean?
Okay, we'll take these trusty pistols.
It connects your Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo, but you can't play the games, but you can track your progress. That's interesting. So you could actually yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that
And
collection.
also
I guess that means I have to stream The Witcher 3 at some point.
grab our jacket. Since Cyberpunk 2077 is an RPG, the jacket not only provides us with protective stats like armor, but it also...
If there's no DRM, then what if I lose the files? Then I just re-download them from do I just log in or something?
So increases our street cred. Street cred is a form of experience the player acquires by completing side missions. It is used to unlock new vendors and content throughout Night City. Alright, let's go meet Jack. V's current apartment is located inside a mega...
Man, they just called her Dirt Girl. No
huge
respect.
building complex that forms a micro-society of its own. In this timeline, technology and the world have evolved in some ways that seem familiar, but entirely surprising in others. As an example, in this world, people pay with eddies, slang for Euro dollars. We make sure to root every detail in the world's lore, so everything has its purpose and stays believable.
I still don't get how cash is even here.
A big part of our RPG experience is having a world that is interactive. Here, a generic ad has morphed into an advertisement specifically tailored to V, informing her of the nearest vendor she can purchase the product. In this case, it shows us where to find some Nicola soda.
Look at that. Nicola can. I would like a more neon aesthetic for the game. Yeah, I like that. It's got neon in it, but it's supposed to be like set in like a futuristic hood. Basically, it's like not the rich area.
Wilson, one of Night City's many gunsmiths. We won't be checking his wares today, but you can purchase and upgrade your weapons and gear throughout the city. Cyberpunk 2077 is set in Night City, a bustling metropolis located on the coast of the free state of North California. It's a dystopian city where violence and oppression are the norm. We are working hard to make Night City a fully realized, seamless open world with no loading screens.
No loading screens.
We're in Watson.
You know why it's funny why they said no loading screens? Because we were literally in the middle of a loading screen. This whole elevator is a dynamic loading screen where you're just waiting in there so it can load the next area. So like, no loading screens at the moment that we're essentially in a moving loading screen.
Located on the coast of the free state of North California. It's a dystopian city where violence and oppression are the norm. We are working
literally a
hard
loading
to make
screen.
Night City a fully realized, seamless open world with no loading screens. Currently, we're in Watson.
But I mean, to be fair to the game, it's better to have something that at least hides it a bit than to be a blatant loading screen. So that's fair. On the roller, who do you think would win, Joshua or Fury? Probably Fury. I'm not saying Joshua can't win, but the way Fury handed it to Wilder, like, oof, you know.
A former industrial district where crime now.
Go also save space on my taskbar. Unpin Steam and Origin. I don't think I'll be unpinning Steam, but I don't have anything else pinned. I don't have Origin pinned or Uplay or anything like that.
Now mixes with money.
And my taskbar is like completely full. Like, this is my streaming account, so this one's not full. This is just stuff related to like streaming and shit.
You kidding me? Damn signal gonked out 3 times. 3 times, yo.
I mean, if Fury beats Wilder a third time or on the third fight, then I don't know. Like, I don't know if Fury will lose to AJ. I mean, AJ lost to Ruiz. I mean, he did win afterwards on the rematch, but he lost to Ruiz. We're talking about Fury. Fury is a fucking beast. I didn't want to accept how much of a beast he was until I saw him demolish Wilder.
Piece of shit. Now give me back my eddies.
I hope Wilder wins because I like him as a fighter more. Yeah, I think Wilder's cool, but I don't know. I just don't think Wilder is capable of truly beating. Like, Wilder's a bit more of a one-trick pony. Like, he has that right hand, and when it works, it works. Fury is a more well-rounded boxer. I just feel like the odds of Wilder winning, he needs to get that lucky hit in and then just finish off Fury like that. But Fury is more consistent because he's a well-rounded boxer. It comes natural to Fury, and you know, I just think Fury's the overall better boxer. Doesn't mean Wilder couldn't get a win by getting a knockout, but it just means that I just think Fury is overall better. Look at this place. They got a place called Brainwash in the shopping center area. I'm not even trying to hide it. Man, like, these games, like, you forget how nice they are graphically because you're always seeing them in, like, 1080p YouTube videos. Like, on YouTube, 1080p is, like, the bitrate is severely low. So 1080p is not even, like, good 1080p. It's, like, shit 1080p quality. But, like, imagine playing this at 4K with all the settings cranked up.
We've greatly enhanced our crowd and community system to create the most believable city in any open-world game to date. The city's...
I mean, the NPCs are pretty believable. That is true. It doesn't feel fake like they're on some set.
Streets are bustling with crowds of people from all.
It feels like a shopping center. You go in, everyone's just doing their own thing, and you know,
all living their lives within a full day and night cycle.
I'm definitely gonna like exploring this world. I wonder how big it is. Ooh, I just noticed that the road, usually they have painted shit on the road, but here it's like actual lights and shit. That's cool.
Okay, there's Jackie.
Fucking finally. Buckle up.
Where's Judy?
What's happening?
What's up, Jack?
Dexter Deshawn. Huh? Sound familiar? They wants to talk to you. One of Night City's top fixers, eh? Okay, you see that caddy? Need to walk on over there and get us a job, Heina.
So you got options.
Fine, I'll meet him. Talk.
I'll be at Senor Ripper's. Good news to me. Good luck, V!
It turns out we've caught the attention of one of Night City's biggest players, Dexter Deshawn, a fixer.
Look at that car. It really does look like it's from the 80s.
Person who gets things.
Looks like a person from the 80s of what they think a car would look like in the future.
Who's done. He wants to meet up and discuss a job.
Get in.
Let's see what he has for us.
That's me over there. That's my grandson over there. Don't fuck with him. That's Prem the Third. Don't fuck with. Look at him. He's got the glasses, he's got the hair, he got everything. That's Prem the Third. Don't fuck with my boy.
Let's see what he has for us.
That's my grandson over there.
Yo, Miss V, a pleasure.
That's Rick Ross's grandson over here.
Let's roll. Scanning the serious job just now. Playing gargantuan compared to smashing up a scab home.
Built like a square. What the? Don't be insulting my grandson.
Interested, sure. Tell me more.
Well, glad to hear. Before we can start in on this, though, I need to be sure. Sure you all right.
Look, speaking of boxing, they got boxing in the screen in the seat over there. That guy looks like Wilder with his height and his hairstyle.
And the nature of this test.
Maybe that is Wilder and Fury.
See, got a classic tale for you. Psycho gang, just doing his thing, jumped a court convoy, got away with gear. Now I need that little combat body. They call it the flathead. Of course, I got the eddies to buy it, but me
Fury Wilder 65. Yeah, literally, Wilder's got like 50 rematch clauses and just keeps losing and just exercising rematch clauses.
No flow to our combos.
Ooh, Meredith.
Who's the woman?
Corporal agent. She's on the hunt for the dogs who sold the Gangoon's info on the convoy. Got herself a prisoner. Her chief suspect, most likely. Going on 20 hours since the convoy was jumped, and she still don't have no good body. Gotta be desperate by now. Be wise to think how you could use that. Got any questions for me?
Clear on it all, I think.
Hey, please, I'm not slandering Wilder. I don't want the smoke from Wilder, okay? Look, Wilder's a top 5 fighter.
Do good, and this will be the start of a...
But at top 5, there's someone above you. Unless you're the one of top 5, then obviously, then, you know.
It seems Dexter has given us a test of sorts to see if we're worthy. He wants us to retrieve a piece of high-tech combat gear a local gang stole from the Militech megacorp.
Militech.
We'll be able to approach this job from a variety of angles.
They still be vaping in 2077.
Let's try calling the
I mean, people have been smoking for so long. I'm not surprised they'll still be vaping.
Contact to see where that leads.
Stout here. Hi. Heard you were looking for some tech. Let's talk.
I can imagine the playthroughs in 2077. Playing Cyberpunk 2077 and 2077. And a bunch of sport brat teenagers born in the fucking 2060s will be like mocking it and mocking our generation. This is what they thought we'd be living like. And I'll just be there and I'll just find out and I'll just get mad.
Hey, everybody shut it! Where is it? Come on, spill!
On the horn? No.
Amateur hour, Jesus. First exit off Skyline going towards the NID. Storm channel under the overpass. Meet you there.
The situation's tricky because the contract giver is a corporate agent.
Ooh, is this a diner? I'm fucking with this. Can I get me
who seems
a cheeseburger?
Before we get down to business, it's a great
No, I don't
idea
leave the
to
diner.
visit-
I'm hungry. I'm fucking hungry now. Like, I'm actually hungry. Have you ever been watching like an old TV show, like maybe 20, 30 years ago, and then they got like a pizza or a fucking burger, and you're just jealous of them because they got a burger, and it's just like that burger's like 40 years old. But yeah, I don't know why I'm saying this. It's just kind of weird. Sometimes I think about it, like, oh, I'm envious of the person from like 40 years ago eating this fucking pizza. I'm like, because he has a pizza right in front. I don't know. That futuristic music over there. That Home Alone true cheese pizza. Oh.
Yeah, you. You see this cam, huh? Yeah. Got a real whack tape, change your fucking life.
A tape? How the Hold on. How the fuck do people from 2077 even have tape in their vocabulary? Imagine Zoomers will be boomers by then. Oh yeah. Okay, Zoomer.
Crime is a common occurrence. Night City is not a safe place. Life here is not easy.
We're going to this place. What's this place?
Your heart chakra looks a little out of whack.
So can we still switch to third person around these parts? Or are they not gonna allow us?
V!
I can release.
Gonna play out with Dex.
It's all here.
All right. I'll check it out while I wait for you.
V.
I really wish we could
Dr.
switch to
Vector,
third
we'll see you
person.
now.
What do we call the generation after Gen Z? Aren't they calling them like Gen Alpha or some shit?
We're at a Ripper Doc clinic. Ripper Docs are specialist vendors who offer people the possibility to install or upgrade their cyberware.
We can't call them post-Corona Gen because Gen Z ended in 2012. So all the people from like 2013 onwards are pre-Corona.
Vicky, spry as ever.
Gen L, wow. Gen
Bump up my
Sims.
specs and get a grip.
Really? Now? Finally?
Vic, shit just got real.
Imagine a game being so big budget that they can drop a 48-minute gameplay reveal, knowing that there's still way more gameplay for them to show, and you're still gonna buy it.
Major leagues. Got a job from Dex Deshawn.
The Dexter Deshawn? Yeah, that is something. But let me guess. Hasn't paid you yet.
Quit crying, Vic. I'll bring you the Eddies later, with interest. You know I will.
Last time, I swear. Now sit.
What's he about to do?
That's Karoshi.
Don't put that shit in me.
It should be
The
about
fuck?
right under the circumstances.
Oh, okay, it's going into the machine. No, Jack, and tell me about
See what's going on inside.
We're going to install both an optical scanner.
Mark 1, like I said. Decent enough scanner. Displays data on your cornea.
And a subdermal weapon grip.
Link's not labeled. And to be perfectly honest, not entirely sure.
This is like the shop where we do upgrades and shit. Kiroshi optical scanner, subdermal grip. They got Mark 1, Mark 2. Well, if they're showing this much gameplay, you know it's gonna be exactly. That's why I don't like first person rules of creeping cutscenes. Yeah, like first person is a bit weird. Like I prefer third person because I like to feel like I'm playing a character. I don't want to actually be the character because, you know, I'm ugly. I want to play the character. You know, okay, that's not what I mean. That's not how I meant to say it, but like I don't know. Third person just I want to feel like I'm in the world.
The hell I get.
But I don't want to feel like I am in the world. I can't.
Still, looks like it'll talk to Karoshi Tech.
I like the option though. I don't know if it's an option all the time though. They haven't specified because obviously the shooting scenes were all first person. The car seemed like you could switch from first to third person.
I'm ready. Carve away.
Okay, all clean. Now for the fun stuff. Lay that Major League arm of yours right here.
What was the other option
Major League
there?
arm of yours right here.
Oh.
Just like that.
I would not put my arm in that fucking thing. It looks like he's gonna just like drill it.
Now a bit of anesthetic, and I can start cutting. Feel anything?
Doc. Play-by-play makes you sound like a dentist. You're always
Oh
going
my God.
on and on.
Don't be mean now. Remember, I'm old. I got a shaky Gannic hand.
This guy's talking about being old. I'm older than you. I'm 82.
Lights out for a minute.
You look like you're only in your fucking 40s. Which means you weren't even born until the
Good.
2030s.
So let's test it. Linking you in. You might feel a little discomfort, maybe blurred vision, low contrast, glitches.
Glitches? Oh yeah, they got robo bits. They got glitches in their shit.
So, how's it look to you?
With the scanner, we can zoom in on things and take a closer look.
Ooh, that's that 2077 vision.
This is fantastic.
Beautiful. Time for the scanner.
Additionally, we can analyze objects, get details on enemy weak points or gang affiliation.
It might take you a while to adjust, but first time's rarely the charm of anything, really. Scanner should eventually sync with your thought processes, read your intentions. Ought to work like a charm. Now draw your weapon. You should see your ammo count in a brand new sight.
The subdermal weapon grip links.
I might unsub from PewDiePie. I haven't watched his vids in years. I never really subbed to PewDiePie. I've watched him here and there over the years, but I never really subbed.
To our scan.
Imagine if someone hacks your systems. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to be hacked in 2077.
And shows us weapon information like ammo count and fire modes. It also increases the base damage on all connected weapons.
Shit, Victor. Not bad. I don't know what to say.
Say you'll take this and remember the dosage. 2 whips.
They're gonna see us as old hoes. All this shit in the chat. I don't want to be in this world. I don't want to roboticize myself. For them, it's gonna be so normal that they're gonna look at us with our non-cyborg asses and just think we're just old, like out of touch people. And they'll be calling us OK millennial, however many millennials are left in 2077, and OK Zoom will be the big one.
Now, and another 2 in an hour.
Thanks again. You're the best, Vic.
Go on, kid. Show them what you can do.
But yeah, I think this game is definitely undershooting when it comes to technology. I really think 2077 is going to be far ahead of this, you know.
And once you hit the big time,
YouTube rerun 2077. I'll be surprised if YouTube is still here in 2077. If it is, and you're watching the stream from 2077, leave some flowers on my grave if I don't make it.
don't forget where you came from.
And subscribe, of course, obviously, yeah. Do that.
While some Ripper Docs operate legally, others provide black market services. For the right price, they can even offer to install illegal military-grade cyberware.
Ooh, military-grade cyberware. Ooh,
Left
Misty.
a few minutes ago. Said he'd wait outside.
Misty. Oh wait, hold on. I wanna look at the futuristic hookers.
Well, Hiroshi.
Ooh, look at that.
Soft spot for you, huh?
This is definitely the strip club. Come
Why
on.
don't you use them fancy ass optics to scan my new wheels?
Sure, but you'll have to let me take it for a spin.
Hey, just watch the paint job.
You heard those sound effects, right? Hold on.
Wheels.
Sure.
How about you use them fancy ass optics to scan my new wheels?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
This pendejo.
Stadia still wouldn't have taken on. Don't speak so soon. Cloud gaming is the future.
This guy looks an awful lot like one of those scavengers we took out earlier.
This looks like an 80s futuristic car.
Jackie's car is a super-powered sports car running on Chew 2, the super fuel of the future. Players can explore Night City freely, in many different cars, on bikes, and in other types of vehicles.
Just like they said, VR is the future. You never know what will blow up. I mean, VR. I don't think VR is gonna replace regular gaming, but I do think it's part of our future. Like, if you've seen some of the crazy shit they're doing with VR now, like, you know. I still don't even know how Stadia works. It's basically a cloud gaming service. You're streaming the games.
Grab the wheel, Jack!
Oh, fuck!
It looks like the scavengers from earlier are still angry.
They're pulling ahead, Heiner. Watch it now.
So it's a shootout. Oh my god, did you see that? Someone fell out and they rolled out and the car just rolled over them. Oh! This car's physics are a bit unrealistic though, I gotta say.
I think we got rid of him. That was intense.
That was intense.
The fuck was that?
Where are the
Night
flying
City
cars?
never sleeps. Danger lurks around every corner, even in daytime. Random encounters like these are an example of how your actions directly influence your open world experience.
So if you make a lot of enemies, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, Jackie.
So, think they're done riding our asses?
Scavs? Sure, maybe. Should be looking for a new spot to slice and dice, not gunning after us. But
Even though Stadia fell, which good, still I feel like console gaming will reach its end and streaming will be the future. Well, the console manufacturers will just make their own streaming consoles. So they could make a PS6, which is just a box. And when you buy it, then you stream PlayStation games on it. That's it. They could probably do something like that.
who knows? Real messed up pendejos, Scavs.
Still nothing so special so far in terms of gameplay. I have a feeling people are going to be disappointed only because they hyped it up way too much. Well, we're in the era where story is considered the most important thing as long as the game is not too difficult. So reviewers will probably just give it a 10 for the world building and the story, even if the gameplay is not a masterpiece. In terms of regular gamers, I mean, yeah, the gameplay has not wowed me properly yet. You know, everything else is there. Like, I like the vibe, the story, the world, but the gameplay is alright. It's enough. It's enough to enjoy one playthrough of it, I feel.
Saw it yourself.
Especially with that fucking deal that they got on GOG. Like, with that deal, I'm not even gonna be mad. Because I'll get Cyberpunk, I'll get, you know, Witcher 3, Witcher 2, Witcher 1, for like...
Many forces are fighting for control of Night City. But the
I think every game will now have to be what digitally and physical. They've been trying to do that for years, though. Xbox One did that digital DRM thing, and people got mad and they had to retcon it, basically.
Corporations are the...
Or was it was the physical copy DRM thing, where if you installed a physical game on your system, it was tied to that system, so you couldn't just share it with someone else and prevent them from buying the game on digitally or whatever. And people got mad, they had to retcon it. Now PlayStation 5, they're releasing the digital version, which is likely going to be cheaper as a way to, you know, entice people to go digital. They make more money on digital, it's a fact.
Showroom. The agent we're going to meet represents Militech, one of the largest companies in the private military sector.
Why are we stopping?
Remember the corpo off Dex's Shard? Ranger, she's in the area and living.
So in this futuristic car, the screens are still black and white. They're not LED color screens or anything. You know, like, it's a bit... Yeah. I feel physical is better in the way that it makes you feel nostalgic to the game. I don't know. I only get physical in games I really, really like. Most games I'll get digital. I got Super Mario Maker physical because I really wanted that. I got Crash Insane on physical. Physical is better. It doesn't waste any gigabyte. I mean, it does, because nowadays you have to install the game onto the console anyway, just to play it fast without CD loading.
Let me guess. She's in hot corporal water. Desperate. Then you think you can use that?
See if I can, yeah.
Since Cyberpunk 2077 is an RPG, preparation will be key when dealing with Night City's powerful, especially when these are corpos. Instead of just rushing in, let's assess the situation with our freshly installed Kiroshi optical scanner.
There. Let's take a closer look.
Composite armor. Car's a fucking tank. Shit.
Yeah, Militech.
Corporate agent. Oh, okay, that's the corpo. Oh, so you can choose if you want to meet him or not. Okay, so that's an actual option that really affects the game.
Yeah, gotta do this. Don't you move a damn muscle. Not unless I start, that is.
By the way, friends, something you should react to. Nissan Gear is making his own boxing event that he's announcing today. Oh, I remember he said he wanted to get back into boxing. I guess if he does a boxing event, I could watch it, but you don't have to keep it on the system. You can delete the data and keep the saved data and reinstall it anytime you want. Yeah, but the same applies to digital games. You could delete them and re-download them, you know, so it's not really different. The only difference is with the physical, even if you download it to the console, you still have to have the disc in there to play it. So it's like a tethering of sorts. You know, like realistically, I should have stopped getting physical games, and I mostly get digital. But there's certain games I really like. I want to have a physical copy. So it's kind of weird where I'm tied between what makes more sense to me and the nostalgia of being a kid and having physical games.
These guys are levels higher than we are. Let's try to approach them carefully.
Where does it show the levels though? It doesn't say. Like, where's the indication?
Stout, take it you were the one to call?
Yep. Wanted. You're smart.
Wow.
Yep. Wanted.
This decade, the Cybermen will end. Who said the Cybermen will end? The Queen will die. I wouldn't be too sure about that. I mean, okay, the odds are pretty high. Well, the way this bitch has just been going and going and going and going and going, you never know. Physical will be dead. 2030 will be depressing. I mean, there's gonna be people alive who will still keep physical alive, so it will still exist, I think. But of course, it will become way more niche. What's up, Evie?
Calm the hell down. What is this?
I've got you now, asshole.
You're insane. Who the fuck is this?
I'll know in 2 seconds flat. That fucking thing ready?
All set.
Are you here alone?
The Corpos have hacked us through our personal link and have subjected us to a kind of lie detector program.
Oh, so you can't lie.
The dialogue system in Cyberpunk 2077.
You can grab the gun.
Is fully gameplay driven.
I asked if you came alone.
Yep, just little old me.
She's lying.
Search the area.
Now listen.
Oh, they got a
you don't
drone.
have to be here all day. This piece of shit, Anthony Gilchrist. Did he or another asshole at Militech leak info to you or anyone else about a convoy?
It might be tempting to reach for the gun, but the consequences could
Got
be
nothing
dire.
to do with him.
What? Are they gonna kill me? Then the game will just reset me to a checkpoint, right? Unless they kill the other guy.
Remember, these guys are really tough.
Shit. Checks out.
You got nothing on me. Nothing. Won't get away with this, you bitch. You're dead.
Somebody shut him up.
Take me home. Now.
Ugh.
All right. I have no idea who you're working for or what you even want, but you better give me something solid or I will end you.
I've got an offer.
Well, the options
You better
there.
give me something solid or I will end you.
I've got an offer.
Oh, you are or I will.
Okay.
No idea who you're working for or what you even want, but you better give me something solid or I will.
Now, no reason at all. Fight. That's some dumb shit that I'll probably do. Just fight everyone and
End
die.
you.
I've got an offer.
Oh, you are stretching. This better be fucking good.
Gangoons who ripped you
Ugh.
off? I know where to find them. They got a bot I want. Give me the funds to buy that bot. You can do what you want with the gang.
I don't give a shit about the thieves. I want my mole.
I wish they actually put timers on these things. Like these dialogue. You can't be sitting there overthinking it. There's a chick there mad at you. There's a guy pointing a gun towards you. If you don't press any options, it's just gonna sit there in the same animation with the guy just like, you know.
Gangoons who ripped you
Slow it down.
off? I know where to find them. They got a bot I want. Give me the funds to buy that bot. You can do what you want with the gang.
I don't give a shit about the thieves. I want my mold. Cred chip, 50K. Just enough to buy you your bot. Thing is, Chip's gotta make it into the thieves' terminal. That's all I need. Think you can do that? Then we got a deal.
Fine.
You didn't even ask what's the catch?
Try to fuck me in any way, and I'll be seeing you real soon.
So if I try and fuck you, you come and see me.
This cunt's good as dead.
The agent gave us the money to buy the bot we need from the gang. By choosing to call the Militech agent earlier, we have now opened up a non-violent path through this quest. Of course, we could try and keep the money, but that would mean we'd have to take the merchandise by force, which requires a lot of firepower.
Oof.
Looked a little fishy, you know. People tense. No signal, so I stay put.
Good thing, too. Went down about like I expected. Made a deal, and we're good to meet with Maelstrom now.
Mm-hmm.
I keep thinking they're ripping the door off. They're just moving it to the side.
Be there soon. What do you expect?
Ooh, all food. 127 meats. What they got? Yeah, I'm fucking hungry.
Even
My God.
Borg fucks sense that. Feel the pressure. That's why they're holed up in this shithole, praying to the almighty Trip 6. Gotta move the tech, but they can't.
Go where the food is. Have they got McDonald's in 2070? Of course they got McDonald's in 2070. So what the fuck am I saying?
How you want to do this?
Even now, we can choose how to approach this quest. Do we go in guns blazing, or do we try to negotiate
Alright,
for the bot?
plan's simple. We pay with the Corpo's cred and get out.
I don't know, bud.
Where are all the disappointed 600 people that watch your New Games Plus Expo stream? Ah, who knows?
You're calling this one.
For this demo, let's try
What,
the
don't
more
trust my
diplomatic
charm?
approach.
Tough shit. All we need's for them to buy it.
Don't know you.
Want to talk to Royce?
What the fuck?
Don't know you.
I would have picked the other option. Just open the fuck up, motherfucker.
Want to talk to Royce?
Main room. I'm waiting.
Ugh.
They get damn well prepared.
I feel like I like the world. I like it being in the world, exploring the world. It's just the actual combat, the gun gameplay is just kind of basic and bland. It's like regular FPS. But like these parts here, I'm like intrigued. I'm like, ooh, you know.
All strapped with Militech gear.
Psycho Borgs chromed out with military-grade hardware worth millions. Should be.
The guys we're about to meet are dangerous. They are members of the Maelstrom gang, and their obsession with body modification goes way beyond even this world's standards.
Like the lore is good
On
as
their
well.
path to becoming machines, they don't shy away from even the most extreme.
It was very hilarious watching them watch the after show for Shadow Game. I tried to tell them, but they don't want to listen to me. Anyone who says, you know, we aren't getting the you know what, they get like, no, you're wrong. There's a post showcase. Stop being ungrateful. Stop being negative. I'm like, it's a post showcase. They're showing what we've already seen in more detail.
Measures.
Anti-personnel mine. Shrapnel spitter.
Literally, like, you're gonna miss the real reveal, you motherfucking idiot. I should have stayed live anyway. The stream got like 8,000 views. It's like my third most viewed thing on the channel. Had I stayed the extra hour and a half just to wait for Sega, that shit would have been at like 20k views. It would have been the most viewed thing on the whole channel. But I picked my integrity. I didn't want to leave people on. I knew there wasn't gonna be anything, so I left it.
With their gear.
You seen the Marvel Avengers game? I heard they were revealing some Marvel Avengers gameplay. I have to check that out later. Maybe you guys can shoot me a link and I'll quickly check it out after this is done.
Abandoned All Foods Meat Factory, their hideout. Charming.
Another one? Seriously?
Maybe we should have taken him by surprise.
Okay, so hold on. If there's no other option of what to say, why even put that on the screen and make me press it? You might as well just say it.
Maybe we should have taken him by surprise.
A little late for regrets like that. Got us in their sights now. Just keep moving. Stay cool. We're just trying to spook us.
Remember, we've chosen to buy the tech, not steal it.
Oh.
Hopefully this will go fast and easy.
Hopefully.
This is a pretty well-guarded place. You can imagine what would have happened if we'd taken the violent path.
Making us feel bad for taking a violent path.
What?
Looking to buy a bot. Model MTO D12.
One thing I like is the overall graphics and vibes. Yeah, yeah.
Like a spider.
Couch planted.
I can't send links. Okay, just post the title of the video and I'll find it.
Yo, Kurt, peek around the corner, see if we got anything like that.
That's a pretty old looking couch. You sure this is a 2077 couch?
Sit down.
I'll stand. Can't move on your culo. Makes you an easy target.
Sit down.
That really necessary, hombre?
I ain't your hombre. Sit. Sit your ass down before I plant a bullet in your skull.
Jack, sit down.
This ain't gonna end well, but...
Oh my god.
Fucking bravo.
Are they aliens? I just think they've passed the point of cyborging where they just look like full robots.
Lighten up. Have a whiff. Better.
Let me see. Let me check this link now. Oh look, Premierless is live. Ugh. That's I still love that. Yeah, 50 minutes of gameplay. I don't know if I'm gonna go through all of that now, but I'll skim through it for a few minutes.
Now we can talk.
The bot. Need to see it.
Suit yourself. Fucking tricked out, state-of-the-art this thing. Don't even got no standard port.
No standard port, what the fuck?
Though, dynamic camo armor and motor impulses rivaling that of the human nervous system. Its actuators are actually pimped with titanium fiber, and it can go anywhere, literally. Watch this. Fully integrated link too, so when the spider starts crawling up walls,
It literally is a spider. There's a 7-minute one.
lose your lunch.
Okay, yeah, send me that one then.
So, what you think?
Pay up and let's get the fuck out of here.
The bot. I'll take it.
2 questions. What the fuck's going on? And who the fuck is this?
Fuck you.
Got 50 large on this cred ship.
And you positively reek of Militech.
I don't reek of Militech, you reek of Militech, bitch.
Dexter Deshawn sent me.
Dexter Deshawn. Dreads. Gold plate. Fat old fuck.
Draw it now.
We'll pay for the bot. Be on our way.
How much you say you had? 50K?
Cred's on this.
Stop picking all the pussy roots. What the fuck? Literally, like, change my mind. Blow his brains out. Take the thing. Run. What the fuck is this?
Cred's on this.
Marvel's Avengers official story trailer, 4K. Let me open that as well. Okay, that's a story, yeah. So I'll check that out. What? 11, 12 minutes left on this one.
Move it.
Woo, not the smoothest of deals, but it worked out in the end, right? Flathead's good gear. It'll do the trick. Whatever that trick is.
Shit. Shit, shit, shit!
Oh god, it's a shootout now.
It turns out the cred chip we got from the Militech agent contained a virus which fried their systems.
Wow.
Joyce, their leader, is making a break for it.
So they sent me a dud. It's just got a virus in it.
Before we figure out a way to...
I'm getting more links and more links. Let me see. Got way too many tabs open now. Okay, I'll check that. And then, what's this last one? Whoops. Okay, that still worked. Okay, I'll check that as well. Let me close some of these other things that don't need to be open. Wait, no, that's the deal. I need to keep that open. Close that. Close that.
to leave. Let's grab the splinter that controls the body from one of these dead maelstroms.
If he didn't make the RAM upgrade, he would have been screen. Oh, no. I had 32 gig of RAM before. I was doing like 300 plus tabs of RAM. I mean, 300 plus Chrome tabs. You know, I was balling.
The inspection system allows us to take a closer look at the splinter. You can inspect specific items to reveal details that can help in solving quests.
The gameplay is so dull. Yeah, I mean, I like the whole visuals in the world, but I don't know if the like shooting stuff is really like interesting enough.
Okay, let's equip the splinter to our chipware slot. With this done,
the worst part is that you're still getting the only blue screens come while video editing. It's literally some kind of GPU driver issue that when doing video editing can cause a blue screen at times. Doesn't happen every single time you edit, but like after a while it can happen. So it's a driver fault.
The bot will now follow us wherever we go. All right, what else do we have here? Nice. A street-modified tech shotgun. Tech weapons fire rounds that penetrate walls and other types of cover. They also have an alternate fire mode that allows you to power up shots and deal more damage. It looks like there are several ways out of this room, like those gates, for example. However, you'd have to be a skilled netrunner to hack into this terminal.
So they're trying to get out.
Luckily, our engineering skills should allow us to disassemble that maintenance panel so we can get through the door.
Got it.
There are many skills in the game that players can apply in solving problems. The engineering skill can be used to fix, disassemble, and disarm devices blocking
Production
your
lane
path.
passes through here.
And we're gonna pass through with it.
So, from this point on, we're going to unlock the abilities of a high-end character to showcase some of the different mechanics we have in the game.
That's kind of the problem with like futuristic games, is that the walls look nice, but it's always the olden day games that play better. Because with guns, everything is just shoot, cover, shoot, cover. With the olden day shit, you got like swords, and it's like close combat, and it's like hit one person with the sword and counter, and then like there's different ways to hit them. The gun shit, it just feels stale to me.
I'll get him.
One of the new weapon modules we now have installed is a ricochet targeting system connected to our eyes. This allows players to bounce bullets off walls and hit enemies hiding behind cover.
Man. Oh.
This is another targeting system that will reveal enemies behind walls. Paired
most of
with
the FPSs
penetrating
do that
rounds of
anyway.
our tech shotgun, it's a deadly combination. Looks like we found some loot. This is a smart gun It's one of the more advanced weapons in the game, allowing bullets to track and follow their target. It's one of...
Ooh, a smart gun. The bullets track and follow their target. Imagine that. The police are just going to be executing motherfuckers in 2077. If the bullet can follow you, oh, they can't miss. How good does the gameplay look? It doesn't. The gameplay doesn't look bad. It's just a lot of it is very first-person shootery, which is not my kind of game. But for people that are into that, I don't think they would have a problem with this. You know, that's just auto. No, it's not auto aim. It's the bullet is following you. So if you are here, right, and I shoot in this direction, but the bullet is aimed to follow you, it's like the bullet has a mind of its own. It's like a red bullet, Bill. Like it follows and it goes for you. That's different.
Many different weapons players can acquire. Weapons are built of modules that allow for deep customization.
Yeah, like a missile. Like it knows where it's going.
You can be sure to find something that will suit your playstyle.
They're the toughest bastards guarding this route.
I heard they have swords in this game too. But why would they be using swords if they got guns though?
Probably some reason for that.
Slow motion. Also Max Payne shit. Fuck is that? Okay, so they got health in the corner. So does it regenerate on its own or?
Just a reminder, everything you've seen and are about to see, including this particular feature we're about to show you, is from a work-in-progress version of the game.
We get it, work in progress.
Okay, all exits covered?
Okay, let's try something different. We're going to take this guy down and connect directly.
I think the inhaler thing. Oh yeah, probably that. It probably is that. Wait, hold on. But then look.
Okay, let's
look right now.
Feature
they're not taking anything right now, and the health is going up. Maybe it just regenerates when you leave the area.
Let's try something different.
Maybe the inhaler is just some ammo or something.
And connect directly to his neural sign. In the world of Cyberpunk, once you are jacked into a network, you have access to everything it connects to. Through this Maelstrom gang map, we've now connected to the gang hideout's internal network.
Oh my
This
God.
is the building's personnel system. Let's focus on...
Prem, will you pre-order Cyberpunk? They got a deal right now that it's like 69 quid and it comes with The Witcher 3, 2, 1, and Cyberpunk. All for that one price. So, I'm kind of tempted, to be honest. Just because I wanted to play The Witcher 3 anyway. Where is it? Where's the deal? £69. Because Cyberpunk is going to cost £50 on Steam. So this is £69. And you get Cyberpunk, Witcher 3... I think this is a side game based off The Witcher, then Witcher 2, Witcher 1, Witcher Adventure. Like, all of that, including... It's a lot of games. 6 games in the collection. And, yeah. So, if I paid that one price for all 6 games, that's a total of, like... I don't know, like, £11-12 per game. Can't really complain, right? Because it would be more expensive to buy Witcher 3 for £35 on Steam, and then buy Witcher 2, which is like another 20, that's like 55, and then buy Witcher 1, which is like another 10. It would still be around the same amount, so it's actually a really good deal. Even if I only ended up playing Witcher 3, maybe Witcher 2, Witcher 1, and so I wouldn't be mad if I bought the games for that price. I wouldn't be mad. Let's put it that way. If I was paying $60 on its own for Cyberpunk, I'd probably be a bit more upset. But this is $69 for a bunch.
On the squad containing the Maelstrom ganger we just connected to. From here, we can deploy software that affects the whole squad.
Yeah, it's a very fair deal.
For now, we'll simply unlock the ability.
And for a game that's going to have no microtransactions as well.
To perform.
Maybe some really expensive DLC though, I don't know.
Perform quick hacks. Alright, time to show off our new high-level abilities.
Is he on the wall?
With quick hack, using the back door we unlocked a minute ago, we'll install a virus that jams the connection between the Maelstrom Ganger and his weapon. This will prevent him from firing.
Ooh, a virus that prevents his gun from working. Air assassination. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Some slashing. Now, okay. You got your boy's attention now.
We can also double jump and bounce off of walls.
Double jump and bounce. Where the fuck was this 40 minutes ago? Slashing, double jumping, bouncing off walls, and you wait till this long to show us that after all the fucking gunplay? Now we're talking. The fuck? Now we're fucking talking.
Sweet, we just found a corporate tech rifle. Corpo weapons are top of the line. Let's scan this guy and see what's going on. It looks like Royce is back, and he's prepped. He's got an armored exoskeleton.
You needed to scan him to do that? You can just tell with your regular eyes.
Our weapons are not dealing a lot of damage because he's packing an autonomous shield. Luckily,
it's not swords, more like the hidden blade. I mean, I guess the thing is though, why would they even need a sword? Like, if we're going like strictly, if they had a gun that worked, why would they go for the sword?
The scan we performed earlier revealed a weak spot. Attacking should bring the shield down.
Is this guy just pushing the car like fucking handcuffed? Is he under the car? It's like a big enemy, like a boss kind of thing. Oh.
Shields down. Let's finish him off.
Boy, it ain't going your way, you cunts.
Oh shit.
Okay, let's put him down and get this job over.
Woo.
That wasn't the smoothest raid, but we've got the bot, and Dex should be happy. But think back. What would have happened if we hadn't met with the Militech agent? Or told Royce about the agent and her plans? Or just decided to buy the bot ourselves? So many options, so many possibilities, and each will have consequences that will ripple through the game world and your story. And that's just one quest. Let's head out and finish the job.
About goddamn time. Let's get
There's
out
so
of
many
here.
elements to this. Oh god. Imagine being an 82-year-old man living in this fucking world. Like, what's this fucking drone coming to scan me?
You know, we really ought to work together more often.
Your
chip had the clap. That's not discreet. You set me up.
I fucked you over, you fucked the gang over. Somewhere at the start of the story, somebody fucked the Corp. See how this works
Fucking
now?
bitch.
Only the Corp gets what it wants.
About to
Remember
put a
that.
bullet in your head, Jackie.
Learn it. Years down the line, you'll be standing where I am, watching somebody else doing.
Yep, being a raging bitch to whoever's doing my dirty work for me.
Just execute her. I don't care what happens afterwards. Fuck the consequences.
Okay, let's call Dex and tell him how things went down.
I'm more excited for Watch the League. Is that coming out this year or next year? Because I'm also excited for that.
Shit-eating suits. Vámonos.
Hey, Mr. Dex.
And what year is that saying?
Get us that table at the afterlife?
Matter of fact, I did. Just in my gut and all, you know.
Well, you were right to.
Well done, Miss B.
Ooh, the front boot opens that way instead of that way.
Shit.
Early 2020. I think you got that wrong because early 2020 is past.
Believe it, Ina. Major leagues. We're in. I mean, we fucking pried the door open.
But the only thing I want to pry open right now is a bottle of scotch.
Oh no, not another three-nighter. Por favor.
Need to get to know this city, Jack. Not just gun in hand. I'm on a crusade.
Amen, Ina.
We finished the job, but our story is just beginning.
More copyrighted music, of course. Let's turn that down.
Our gameplay demo walk.
All right.
Thanks for watching.
So yeah, the only thing I'm not sold on fully is the gameplay. I mean, there's some nice elements in there. The gunplay is just always going to be kind of boring to me. I kind of feel like I want a game set in the future that is not gunplay. Like, it's in the future in every single way except the gameplay is more hack and slash kind of. That's the only stipulation. No guns. That would be hard. That would be interesting, you know. But I'll probably still cop just because of the fucking steal. Like, this fucking, where's this fucking, like, because of that deal, I'll probably still get the game. Because I was thinking of getting The Witcher 3 anyway. And it's just like, fuck it. I could get the whole collection. So, I'll copy for the deal. You know, I wouldn't want to pay full price right now. I'm not sold on it. Even, I probably would buy it at full price. Just because it's interesting enough that I want to beat it at least once. You know, that's how I'm feeling. Alright, they got a story trailer for this. Let me see.
Power of that beast.
Oh, it's not playing.
When I was young, I found an orphaned wolf cub in the forest behind our farm.
Crystal Dynamics.
I felt if I could instill rules, the proper boundaries, I could harness the raw power of that beast. A few months later, while hunting, the adolescent cub turned on me. We're fixing
Is that in-game?
the Avengers did all those years
Nah, it
ago.
can't be in-game.
Inhumans are sick. Unlimited power, that's dangerous.
Okay, this looks in-game.
You are lucky to be alive.
Some of these textures are really good.
Come on, Kamala. Let AIM help you.
I'll take my chances.
I'm guessing this is separate from the
The
movies.
Avengers were set up. I think you should see for yourself. Couldn't Mr. Stark help us with this?
Hi, I'm sorry. Who are you?
Kamala?
This better be good.
That Mr. Stark? Okay, yeah, that's definitely different from the movie. That's not Robert Downey.
He tried to jack the Chimera.
Have you all completely lost your senses?
What? Where were you while the world went to hell?
This is our fault. All of ours. You really think the world is better without us? Yes. See, that's always been your problem.
That's obviously Thor.
What you are? I'm warning you.
This is exactly what Tarleton wants!
That's obviously Hulk. Oh, God.
You struggle against the unstoppable tide of progress, Avengers. Your power cannot be controlled. It has to be destroyed. I will rid the Earth of superpowers. Even
What hero is she supposed to be? I have no idea.
It's just got a whole lot weirder.
Kamala Khan, he said. Let me see. Okay, so she is. Okay, that's cool. When is it coming out? It's coming out on Steam. Okay, so I might check it out. If it's on Steam. Let me skim through these gameplay reveals. Yeah, that's Thor's gameplay.
you were supposed to do, Thor. You gave up your power. You should have
Chimera's still losing altitude. Thor.
I've got some interest. I've got some interest. It's the same gameplay. I've got some interest, but I'll probably wait until yeah, it's gonna cost $65 for the deluxe. Oof. Yeah, full price. Full price. I don't know if I want to pay full. I'll probably wait for the reviews and see what people are saying, because I don't want to pay full price on that. Especially when Spider-Man's coming out this year. Like, you know, Spider-Man's fucking lit. That's my shit. So, you know. But yeah, I think we're gonna end off the stream now. But yeah, I'll wait for the reviews on that one. As for Cyberpunk, I'll get that because of the deal. I might just cop that now, actually, like after the stream is done. But yeah, these beats are fucking fire though, real talk. I think I'm the only Marvel nerd here. I like Marvel, but I wouldn't call myself a Marvel nerd. It's like so much lore in Marvel that, you know, I need to have like I need to have a scene where it's just this image, so I don't have to use my fucking taskbar. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. He had a pretty fruitful stream reacting to that Cyberpunk. Oh yeah, SpongeBob, yeah, I need to stream that. I need to get this Crash video out where I discuss the whole thing. It's a proper discussion, not just like a reaction. And then I need to do the SpongeBob stream. I also want to do some Crash streams to catch up on that. And I gotta catch up on Assassin's Creed as well, because Valhalla's coming out. There's so much shit I gotta stream. So make sure to stay tuned to the channel if you just fucking with that shit. You know how it is. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. More content coming soon to the channel. I made a basic beat with my friends like that. The beats aren't that hard to make nowadays if you want to do something simple, you know, so just keep practicing, really. If you got Splice, you're set. Like, if you got Splice, you know, that's really important to have. I mean, you still need some synthesizers. I'll still recommend like Nexus or Omnisphere, Contact, especially Contact. Hashtag RemGang. They ain't even have to say it. They know. Yeah, stay tuned for the Crash video, which hopefully should come out tonight if I don't have to deal with no fucking blue screens or falling asleep before it's done editing. But yeah, it's your boy Remulus, RemGang. Oh yeah, check out the video why do we care about critic scores so much. That video took a while to make, so check that out. But yeah, it's your boy Remulus, RemGang. I'm out.